you ready? Are you ready for some BBL action? We are underway. Hey guys, how you going? So down BK Sport, it is time for the Azam show. Here we go. City Sixers taking on the Adelaide Strikers in the BBL. Obviously, we've been live all day for the Ashes, day one, which was a good day, where Australia currently sit at 8 for 326, maybe? What is it, actually? 8 for 326 is 8 for 326. Got a good memory. So Australia looking okay there, and it'll be interesting to see how tomorrow does play out in that hot weather of Adelaide. But we do have a big game tonight with Adelaide involved, as the Strikers will be travelling to Sydney. Sydney have played already, whilst Adelaide have not played yet. This is their first game, whilst the City Sixers did lose by 5 wickets and with 5 balls left against the Perth Scorchers. Look, it was a pretty confident win for the Scorchers overall, and I do think the Sixers should be good enough to win this game here today. But it'll be very interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how the Strikers do play. Who do I actually have in my Supercoach team for this one? I know I have Azam. I know I have him in my Supercoach team. The greatest player of all time. Gee whiz. So I've got Bubba playing tonight. I've also got Josh Phillippe. I've got Matt Short. I've still got Stoinie and Maxwell to play in my Supercoach. I think the Stars. Geez, they don't play. I think they play tomorrow, don't they? The Stars. The Stars will play tomorrow against the Hobart Hurricanes. Geez, that'll be a tough one for them. A very, very tough opening after what we saw from Hobart. But then again, Hobart did kind of wobble a little bit when they were looking very convincing last night against the Sydney Thunder. So, yeah, look, that'll be interesting to see how the Stars do come out there and run out. But, yeah, look, tonight I've got a couple plays. So I've got Josh Phillippe. I got Azam. And actually, I think that's it. Do I have anyone from the... and Matt Short, like I said. And Matty Short. And that is it for the game. So, a couple of big boppers, though. You know, a couple of big boppers. Got the opener in his arm and the third man in Josh Phillippe, with Matt Short being an opener for the Strikers. So, hopefully I get a nice little score. Pump it along here. Hopefully I do. Like I said, I predict the Sixers to win, but I don't know too much just about the Strikers just yet because they haven't played yet. Now, the Strikers did actually win the toss, and they have chosen to bowl first. So we will see the Sixers come out to try and set the foundation and set the platform with their openers, Bubba Azam and Daniel Hughes. So their lineup is Bubba Azam and Daniel Hughes, Josh Phillippe, Moises Enriquez with the captaincy, Enriquez, and then you got Jordan Silk, Jack Edwards, Hayden Kerr, Joel Davies, Ben Dwarshuis, Mitch Perry, and Jafar Chauhan. So that is their lineup, with the Adelaide Strikers coming in with Matt Short, who is their captain, Chris Lynn, Jason Sanger, Liam Scott, Alex Ross, Jamie Overton, Harry Nielsen, Luke Wood, Hassan Ali, Harry Thornton, and Lloyd Pope. So, look, a good enough team there. I don't know kind of where they situate themselves in regards to favouritism odds. Probably around the 4-3 area. I'm going to quickly go have a look here and see what the bookies are predicting in regards to them. Yeah, they are sitting at the 5 region. So the current favourites are the Hobart Hurricanes, obviously, who won earlier this year. And then the Perth Scorchers, then the Sixers, the Renegades, the Strikers, the Heat, the Thunder, and the Stars. So the Stars have dropped off, which does make a bit of sense. But yeah, the Heat, I don't necessarily think, though, it's bad. I think Renegades and Heat should be a pretty similar price, considering, yes, the Renegades won, but the Heat did, despite some absolutely atrocious bowling from the Brisbane Heat, they still were able to make that a competitive game for, you know, a 213 chase. They were able to make it as competitive as they possibly could. But yeah, look, I do think the Sixers should win. Hopefully, we see a big night in return from Babar, who obviously did only get 2 runs in his debut against the Perth Scorchers, yeah, you know, I think the Sixers lineup is good enough, and they've got a successful history as well. So, look, I'm going to predict them to win. It's going to be a massive change up from the commentary from the Ashes. Obviously, you do a test match, and it's very patient and endurance and all that type of stuff, stamina. And then in T20, it's just bang, 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 bang. So it's actually really difficult when you do commentate this and then you do commentate that in the same day. Your mind is still on how you play in a test match, but this obviously isn't how you play a test match. So your mind is still stuck on the 8 hours or so that you've been here for that. It starts at 10 a.m. and finishes at 5:30, so 6.5. But you know what I mean. Your mind is on that, and then you got to really draw yourself out, put yourself in the T20 mindset. But then tomorrow morning, we've got to draw ourselves back into the test mindset, and then afterwards, we've got to draw ourselves back over to the T20 mindset. So it is quite difficult, but we'll give it a crack. We'll have a good time as per usual. Obviously, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to try and see if we can get to 40K by the end of the year. We've got less than 1,000 to go now. There's a potential. There is a potential sneaky little chance that we could get it by the end of the year. But either way, we'll definitely hit it next year and on our cheeky little way to 50K as well. So obviously, hit that subscribe button if you are new around here. But give me your predictions in the chat and what you're thinking for tonight's game. Best Sports is my favourite team is the Hurricanes. Are they good? I'm timing you out. I'll time you out for a minute. I'm not going to time you out for 5 minutes, but you deserve the timeout, Jesse. Jesse, you deserve the timeout. I'm not listening to you say that you're a Dodgers fan, and then you're also telling me that, who else you buddy damn well support? New England Patriots or some shit. Like, you're bloody unbelievable. Now you're going Hobart Hurricanes. You're off your rocker, Jesse. You're off your rocker. I love you, but you're a complete absolute muppet. Mitchell says Babar to get out for 1 run from 7 balls. Mayank says I came for Babar. I'm sure you did, mate. I'm sure you did. I know you're a big fan, mate. I know you're a massive, massive fan. Massive, massive fan. But look, no, I think that surely he does have a better performance here in that first match against the Perth Scorchers. He should have been out 3 times. He obviously got out 1 time. But there were 4 balls that were that he faced, and 3 of which were up in the air. 1 definitely should have been a catch. The other one was probably a bit more tough, but was a chance at a catch. And then the third one definitely was a catch. So yeah, look, it's gonna be interesting to see if he can field on his own home turf here. This is in Sydney, but these pitches are difficult. They definitely are a rough one to get used to, and this is a talent upgrade. The skill set needed to play in these conditions and to play against these players is at a high level. So whilst this may not be necessarily the IPL in a lot of ways, it is still a professional league and in a country that is the best cricketing team. So he needs to take a massive step up when it's coming to the big time here, and we'll have to see if he can do it, because it's not going to be easy for him. And we've seen with a lot of the imports from Pakistan so far, they've really struggled. We saw Babar Azam, he struggled. We saw Shaheen Afridi very much struggle for the Brisbane Heat, where he was taken out of the attack mid-over and had given up 42 runs through 2.4 overs. And then we've also seen Mohammad Rizwan struggle. Shahad Khan was okay, but nothing too spectacular. So they're finding it difficult, but we'll see. Mitchell says if Babar doesn't get 40 off the first over, he's a bigger bust than Hakeem Olajuwon. Oh, that was a primetime Thanush comment. That one, Mitchell. That was a primetime. Hakeem Olajuwon was a bust, he reckons. That's law. That's BKR sport law. That one. The Hakeem Olajuwon being a bust. Dear me. Miyank says last time people say that it's 11 over match, but Barden need time to adjust. So today it's 20 over. Today is 20 over. Actually, what is the weather looking like in Sydney? Sydney weather. Obviously, we'll have a moment of silence and whatnot early doors. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day in Sydney. It's meant to be beautiful tomorrow and also Friday, but then Saturday and Sunday is meant to be quite cloudy / rainy on Saturday, and next Tuesday is rainy. Is there any... When are the Sydney teams playing? Oh, that's right. Sydney play... Oh, no. That's right. The Sydney Smashers on Saturday. Sydney Thunder versus the Sydney Sixers is on Saturday, and that's meant to be raining. Oh, but it's in the morning. Okay, good. It's not meant to be raining at night. It's meant to be raining at the morning. So that will mean that the Sydney Smash should be sweet. Any other games that might be impacted there? 7:09 Sydney, mate. Thank you, Nath. Yeah, it's actually 7:10 because I can see it's 8:10 p.m. for me. So you're actually wrong, buddy. Yeah, no, you're actually incorrect there. Champion! Thunder versus the Heat is in Sydney on Monday. So no, should be fine there. The only issue is potentially some rain with the Sydney Thunder versus Sydney Sixers game on Saturday. But again, that's meant to be for the morning rather than the night time. Morning rather than the night. 5 minutes to go here until the game does get underway. Jeez, these cricket days are long days, though. Augie Boy says, bro, is there no BBL match today? You're on a stream where the BBL match is on. What are you talking about? We're literally waiting for the Sydney Sixers versus the Strikers to play. Augie, we're literally waiting right this very second. This is a BBL stream that you are currently on, my guy. you are currently on a BBL stream. Yes, there is a BBL game today, and it is the Sixers and the Strikers playing out of Sydney. So, I don't know why you've been confused with that one. And tomorrow it is Melbourne Stars versus the Hobart Hurricanes. Mitchell is saying he's not got a great IQ. Well, look, it is a very interesting comment to drop. Is there no BBL match today on a BBL stream? This is currently we are currently on a BBL stream, my guy. It's like going to Dream World. It's like going to a theme park and saying like, is there no roller coasters? And like you're in the line for the roller coaster. Like you're literally front of the line for the roller coaster, and you're asking, is there no roller coasters here? It's kind of what it's like. But no, Augie, we are here and ready to rock and roll, mate. We are here and ready to absolutely slap it down. We're being tested already. Yeah, I think the opening match was always going to be the red hot one. It'll slow down a lot now. We'll still get a few people that obviously pop through, but the opening match, if he starts to bang him in with sixes and he starts to really get some runs, you'll see just it'll flood back in. But for the time being, it'll be nice and cozy until he really starts to crack on. But I do hope he cracks on. Again, I've got him in my Supercoach team. No, the guy streaming for the Animal Welfare Fund. Well, yeah, that is what I'm streaming for. No match today. No, I'm just here to create a fake game and just commentate a white wall. I'm looking at a white wall right now. There's no game on. No way. This is the fourth match, though. So far, the winners have been Scorchers, Renegades, and then last night, the Hurricanes. So let's see if the Sixers have to win this game. You can't go to an 0-2 start. Travis says, looking forward to this. Yeah, look, I want a high-paced game. Hopefully a close game. Last night was a close game between the Hurricanes and, yeah, they're doing the minute of silence now. And the flag is at half-mast. God bless Australia. I'm so proud to be Australian. No matter what anyone says, I'll always be proud to be from my country, beautiful people. Australia is the greatest country of the world, and I will always say that. And I'm so proud of the way the country has come together in the aftermath of what happened in Bondi. It is so incredible to see the country come together because we have been very divided, but not as divided as say other countries, but we have had an underlying tone of being divided, and now it's really good to see people coming together and standing together as a nation for the first time in a while. So it's great to see all these. Obviously, I wish we weren't here having this minute of silence, and I wish we weren't here under these circumstances, but we've got the greatest country on the planet, damn well Earth, and that's why everyone wants to come here, because we live in such a phenomenal country, and I just hope that it stays that way. It doesn't look exactly fantastic as we currently speak, but where does look fantastic around the world as we currently do speak. But regardless of what you're told, guys, always be proud to be where you're from, always be proud to be Australian, and we'll crack it on. We'll crack it on, watch some cricket. Watch some cricket into the rugby league season / AFL season next year. We're on, mate. We are. We're so on. Beautiful day in Sydney. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. Not a cloud in the damn well sky. They've got on the screen right now. We stand together with all the Australians. I don't want to jinx it, but the internet's flowing right now. It's flowing, son. It is absolutely flying. How good's that? All right, so we're about to see Bubba Azam and Daniel Hughes come out to open. Come on, Bubba. I need him for my Supercoach. Like, I'm not even trolling you guys at this point. Like, I do need him for my Supercoach. I'm going to win my first match. Well, as long as he can do something here. I'll go to my game day. And, oh, no, maybe not. Right now, it's actually quite close. How do I see his team? Okay, so he's got He's got Mitch Owen in his team. I've got Mitch Owen as captain. He's got Matt Short as captain. Oh, maybe I don't want Matt Short to do well. Okay, maybe I want Matt Short to fail badly. Oh no, that's somebody else's teams. Don't worry. Someone's name is the GC's Shaggers there. Interesting. Where's my team, but? Why am I in some random league here looking at this? I'm looking at some random people's teams. Where's my team? Hayden's team. I don't even know where I can see my team versus his team. It's not actually showing it right now. It's got Michael versus Hayden's team. That's not me. I got 420 as my score right now, which I don't think is great, but I'm looking at around the 1,000 mark. Wicket need, Mitchell. Wicket always need. Yeah, look at the poll, 93%. Yeah. Well, look, to be fair, I do think the Sixers win this game. But it's also not surprising why that number is at 91% now. Not surprising at all. The biggest issue that I feel like the Strikers will have is that they do lack depth late on. Like Short and Lynn, Chrissy Lynn, when he was on his Brisbane Heat days, and even at the Strikers, but mainly Brisbane Heat days, Chris Lynn has been a legend of the BBL, man. Oh, delayed? It says delayed, but they're running out into the field now. I was going to say, why would it be delayed? Maybe just because it hasn't started exactly on the dot of 8:15 or 7:15 their time. But see, at least, Nath, here you go. We are on your time zone now because it is in Sydney. We are on your time zone. Congratulations. Welcome to the show. Nath says, Babar had his own TV show in the 90s. What's the joke you're making here? What is the joke? I can't think of it immediately off the top of my head here, Nath. What is the joke you are making here? I'm nervous. I'm nervous to hear. So Daniel Hughes, very strong through offside. I can't read the rest of it because it's already gone off the screen. Babar Azam punishes with hit channel line below stumps. LBW candidate to left arm pace and spinners keep stumping in play. Next, the poll will change if Babar coming for opening too fast. Again, I wanted to actually does this bloke have him in his team? Does this Hayden's team have him? So Hayden's team does not have Babar Azam. I want him to kill it. I want him to absolutely destroy this. He's got Philippi and Hardy. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's Michael who's got the Matt Short. I do want Matt Short to kill this. I want Matt Short to absolutely annihilate this. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. Who do we think high scores here for the game today? I am going to say high score comes off of... Oh, it's already come off. I'll update the live score in a second. First bowl coming up. First bowl. And it will go to Daniel Hughes. It is Wood who's bowling. Oh, no. They've had to redo it again. Batter asked for time as there's someone walking around behind the bowler's end. But it is Wood bowling. So that is Luke Wood, left arm, fast bowler. Okay, first bowl. Big lefty. And that's going to be a dot ball. Jeez, right in the money, that ball. Probably Jafar Chauhan. You think Jafar Chauhan is going to be high scoring here in this game? Look, I'm going to have to say I politely decline that, Mitchell. Politely decline it. Anything can happen, mate. You're just going to have to see probably 9 wickets for 0. Or maybe 9 wickets for 1. Babar Azam gets 1. No, but I want Babar and Philippi to get good scores. Next bowl. And they will get a single out of that. Oh, don't get run out. If he hadn't got run out, if Babar got run out there, I might have lost it. Babar was a kid's TV show in the 90s, mate. Well, I was born in 94, so I only got 6 years worth of the 90s. Surely that would be my time zone. My time, then. Surely if it was a kid's show, I would have seen it. Dude, by the way, if that hits the stumps, he is actually gone. He would have been gone on 0. He would have been run out. Like, that's insane work to actually take that run just then, but they got it. They played still in nappies in the mid-90s. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I quite literally was. But, you know, I was a big boy. You know. I was just fighting. I was fighting to get through Y2K, mate. You know, like Y2K, that was my time. Good old 5-year-old me. 5.5? It was 5.5. I wasn't 5, I was 5.5. It's going on 6. I was an older Generation X, mate. Deary me. All right, so Baba on strike. Baba, Azam. Baba, Azam. Luke Wood. And it will be a dot ball. Sean says, I was first divorced. I am old. You can join the J crew. Were you and Jay born in the 1800s? Because I know Jay was, but were you two? They says, very true, the young pup, bless him. You know, I'm just an innocent young lad, mate. I'm just an innocent young lad trying to fight through life. Like I said, Six is lucky King Head isn't around. Yeah, King Head is the GOAT. Not that he was the GOAT today in the Ashes, but he is the GOAT. Next ball from Luke Wood. And, flick shot by Azam, Azam, that's a 4. That's a boundary. Here we go, bye-bye. Hey, super coach, super coach. Go, you good thing. Snack pack in the way, ready to watch cricket, then I have the attention span for let's go. Yeah, exactly right. Aspects. Well, I've got my mum at the moment. She's out and about at a Christmas party, and she's actually back to Australia tomorrow, but she's bringing me back some hungry shacks. Woohoo! Bit of a hot barbecue, double whopper meal. Not complaining. Not complaining with that. Luke Wood, next bowl. And single for Baba. I'm cheering him on. Son. Go, you good thing. 5 runs. He's already doubled and a half his first game. Baba doesn't go for a big score. I might not be able to sleep tonight. I won't be able to sleep tonight, Mitchell. I'll double down on that. I will not be able to sleep tonight. I think she's going to get a really good sleep tonight after a long day today. Defunks to sound clip those lines and put them on speed dial. I genuinely believe that Pakistan should change the national anthem to Baba 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 Azam Baba 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 Azam. That's what I'm talking about. When you're walking into like an event, you're walking into the Olympics and that comes on, that will just fire you up. Luke Wood will bowl it for he goes straight past the bat, and that's 6 runs off the over from him. Jagger says, will we hit double digits? Mate, we're not only hitting double digits, we're hitting quadruple digits today. Oh, no, it's Super Coach. What did I do again? Super Coach. That is a great ringtone. Now, Smith wasn't playing Shooter Vertigo today, Lagan, so he unfortunately is out of this test. But look, Australia with Uzi, they're not complaining with a nice little sweet 80. Is game interrupted? No. 39K today. No, we got 39K a couple of days ago. I think we got 39K, yeah, on the first game of the Sixers is when we hit 39. Gonzifolitis. Gonzifolitis? I thought that was a syphilis joke you're making for a second then. All right, so Jamie Overton will be bowling now, and the first one to Baba will be a dot ball. Debunk says, instead of a Prime Minister, they have a Super Coach. Bam, bam, bam. They do. Aspect says, are you in Australia? So I'm in Fiji. I don't even know the next time I'm back in Australia. I tell you what, though, with this situation that's happened and just... I do miss home. Like, I wish I was with my community and with my people during times like this. No matter where you are in the world. And oh, Baba! Oh, he's gone and whacked it. Oh, but it's actually only going to end up being a single. I thought he was going to whack a 6 then. He smacked that, but it has dropped in. Luckily, it wasn't out, to be fair. Oh, Baba. Have a crack. No, but you do in times like this, mate. When you're overseas, you definitely miss home. And you miss your community, you miss the people. You know, I know our country's hurting right now, and you just really want to be, even if you're not doing anything, you know, you just want to be around the people just to make sure everyone's all good, you know. That's a real play. This guy should be in a head of cards. This guy should be the captain of England. I reckon England should captain Baba going forward. I think they should. Next bowl to Daniel Hughes. And, beautiful shot from Hughes. Oh, but there is going to be a man on the boundary there. Single. Screw you, fielder. Exactly right. Like I said, Sean is discovering nothing today. Sean knows quite literally everything without the everything part, but he does quite literally know some things. I'll give you that. Meant Overton. No, Jacko. No, I do think Babar should be the captain for England. They've already got a Kiwi as captain. You may as well go to Pakistan. May as well. And, nice shot there. He will get 2, Babar. He will get 2. He's going to be on 8. He's quadrupled his score. Our country is going 6 foot under very quickly. Yeah, but you know what? I'm still proud of my country, still love my country, and I hope for the best for our country. How did the test go, sir? Couldn't watch it. We'll be back tomorrow for a full day too, but we were 8 for 326. Steve Smith being out was a little bit of a hurdle to overcome, but Usman Khawaja comes in very, very late notice and goes for 80. He got dropped on 5, but he goes for 80. Okay, next ball here from Jamie Overton. And, woo, that was a good bowl, but it's wide. Yeah, so it's not a good bowl, actually. Not a good bowl. Our country will always be the greatest country of all time. We've just got to work to getting it better again. We are still the greatest country of all time. And just listen to that song, True Blue, today they played at Adelaide Oval before the test match started. You know, what a moment. What a brilliant moment. Okay, next bowl from Overton. And double. So 0 for 11 after 1.5. Wait, did I update the scorecard? No, I haven't. You guys forgot. I blame you. You forgot to tell me to update the scorecard so you could see the runs on the board. How dare you? How dare you? Definitely on J. Absolutely on J, actually. There we go. Next ball. Oh! Outside edge from Babar. It'll be a single. So he'll come back on strike. Slapper says, does this mean he's a king again? He's always been a king, Slapper. He has always been the king. Which one do you reckon Babar is? It's not this one. Take that one away. Not this. It's this one. Just without that part, but that one. Just without it. Logan says, Alex Carey getting a century is the most strangest thing I've seen this week. Why? Why is it the most strange thing you've seen this week? I think I've seen a pretty strange thing that's happened in Australia this week, Logan. Not gonna lie. I think we've had a bit more of a stranger incident that's happened in Australia than Alex Carey getting a 100. That comment is like Alex Carey is not a good batter. The guy in 46 innings, or 46 tests, sorry. Is it 46 innings or 46 tests? I can't remember. But in 46, whatever one you want to go with, he's got like 17 50s. That's really good. You reckon Albo would crack out the market? Albo's weak. Aspect says Australia is an amazing place compared to others, especially I'm proud to be Australian. Always be proud to be Australian. You're told a lot of the time, don't be proud. You can't be proud, blah, blah, blah. I'm always proud. Next bowl from Luke Wood. And, he's gone. But Barazam is gone for 9, lads. He's gone for 9. Oh, no. He's gone for 9, and he's hit it straight to mid-off. Oh, my gosh. Well, at least he over-quadrupled his total. At least he got more than 2. He times it by 4 and then some. But Barazam is out for 9, and I think I'm getting him out of... he's hitting raised straight, and Slapper says... Oh, no. Jay says Babar to Bali. Well, let's see if Mark takes him out for a beer. Mark lives in Bali. Let's see if he takes him out. Logan says, okay, I'll say today I forgot about what happened earlier. It's just I wouldn't have picked him to get a century out of everyone on the team. I disagree. I actually think that Alex Carey is more likely with his maturity. I think he's been our second best player throughout the test series so far. I think Alex Carey is more likely to get a century nowadays than a guy like Marnus. I think that Jake Weatherald is more likely. I think Travis Head is more likely. Stevie Smith should be more likely. But I do think that Alex Carey is is very likely comparatively to other. Like I don't think that Marn necessarily is at that consistent level. And again, whilst Alex Carey has matured significantly as a player, and I would say that I'm not complete. Like I think it's a fantastic knock, but I'm not completely surprised that it was Alex Carey. Yeah, it's been 2.5 years since Marnus Tana. Like, yeah, there you go. Ooh. So 1 for 12 right now. 2.3 overs bowled. 1 for 12. Josh Philippe in. Well, I'm trading Babar out of my super coach team because he's really not doing too well. Kraken says, told you Babar gives his team a good start when he gets out early. 400k down the drain. Babar single digits again. Oh my gosh. Well, at least Shaheen Afri is going to bounce back on Friday. Right. Please. Maybe. Please. Next bolt. And in the air, but that will go for a 4. Good shot there from Josh Philippe. I need this for Supercoach, please. Please. I'm begging. Phenomenal batting. Absolutely unbelievable, Mitchell. Even the commentary said that was very much like Marnus today. And you guys know how much we criticize Marnus. So, yeah, that's a big yikes. He missed his century, 91 runs. It was only 91 runs he missed it by, yeah. Yeah, he got close. Well, last time was 98 runs, so he's on a good trajectory. Keep going up. Wasted a few in the power play and gets out to a short ball. So Josh Philippe on 4. And good fielding there from the bowler to stop that going through. I will say, and I've said this multiple times throughout the stream so far, the biggest antagonizer to the BBL growth is the IPL, because the IPL contractually do not allow their Indian players to play in the IPL. Even though they are not direct competition, it makes no sense. It would be so huge. It would be massive for the BBL if you had players like Virat who was able to come over, or like Jaiswal, or plenty of players over the years. It would have been massive, but unfortunately they're not allowed. That's a shot. That's a 4. Yeah, beautiful shot there from Philippe, and they'll go for a boundary. So he'll be on 8. Manning says, yes, BBL telling the value of experienced players versus Zimbabwe player. Lagan Ballsack says, ever realize how unique and cool the next bloke's name is? Moises Enriques. I'm pretty certain that's Brazil. Is he like part Brazilian or something? Where is he like from? I know he's Australian, but where is he? Where is his ethnic? Like, where is he from? I'm gonna have a look. Moises Enriques. Portugal. Okay. Portugal. Sounds South African. No, he's Portuguese. Moises Enriques? I would have thought that was like, Brazilian or Spanish, which obviously Portuguese. Well, Portugal is similar, I guess, to Spanish. But, yeah, no, I speak Portuguese. They don't speak. No, they speak Spanish in Brazil. Yeah. Is it Spanish or Portuguese? I think it's Spanish. I'm going to make sure at the dot ball. Thornton into the attack. What language do they speak in Brazil? They speak Portuguese. Well, there you go. So I was right, just without being right. He's born in Portugal. Now, don't say anyone that it's 20 over, Babar need to adjust. Well, look, maybe 30 overs is what he needs. Maybe 30 overs, and then he'll get 18. No, he'd probably get about 15 then. And, oh, good shot. Yeah. Oh, but there's a fielder out there. Beautiful field placement there. So Hughes will get a single. So he'll be on 3. Zulu click language is the best language ever. Great language. I want to learn it. Didn't we have someone saying they were trying to learn it? Like there was someone ages ago. I don't think he was regular, but he was saying that he was learning the click language. I think it was a South African language of some sort, but it was in clicks, maybe Lesotho. Yeah, he needs 50 over and an opponent team 20 over. I reckon we give it to him. Yeah, a few weeks ago. I don't think it was a few weeks ago. I think it was ages ago. I think it was like a couple of months ago. Oh, over the top. Oh, he's lucky he's not out there for the BB to get another boundary. So he's got 3 shots so far, and he's got 3 boundaries. Nath says Babar's still in. So, Babar, Azam. Unfortunately, Nath, I need you to put your seatbelt on for this one. Now, I want you to click it on, and I want to really tell you, I don't know how to tell you this. I've got to sit down with you and just say it really calmly and sympathetically. Babar is not in no more, no. No, he went for 9. No, it's emotional time. It is emotional, but Babar did go for 9 runs. That's a wide fall. That's a wide fall from Thornton. It was one of the NRL streams in the last few rounds. Yeah, so a couple months ago. Yeah, so it would have been either a very beginning of September or late August. Yeah. Geez, think about how fast time goes. It's nearly January, so that's November, October, September. That's over 3.5 months away. 3.5 months ago. That's crazy to think that the final rounds of the NRL was 3.5 months ago. Even the grand final was over 2 months ago. It was 2.5 months ago. And there'll be a no run. What did you have in your multi to get? What did you have him for? Nate, if you want Babar to get 2 chances in every match for 2-digit score, yeah, that is your fault, Nate. I agree with Chaka. That is your fault. But what did you have? What was the over and under? You watched him get 2. What was your over and under? 20. You watched him get 2, so you accepted he was going to come out and get 20. Oh, big swing, big miss. No run. He was trying to go for a big sweep 6. Yeah, Mayank is just here to hate watch. But he's admitted that to us. He told us this on the first day. When it was the first day and we had all the spam comments, he was just here just to troll them. He just wanted to go and troll them. So 3.5 overs down. It's 1 for 30. Sixers moving at a really strong rate. Patrick Cummins says Babara Sam out. Yeah, look, he's not had a good start here, mate. So 4 overs down, it's 1 for 30. 1 for 30. So what they paid for? So that's the end of the power play, by the way. They're showing the highlights, and one of the first highlights of the power play is the wicket. Shatish says Babara needs to play domestic. Look, Shatish. You're not wrong, man. I did expect better from him, I'll be completely honest with you, but I did know it was going to be tough. Unfortunately, right now, this is really eye-opening for people to see Babar at this level, because this isn't the utmost level, but it is a quality level, and these players aren't batting on a pitch that is just flat and easy to bat on, like you do get in the subcontinent, right? So he is finding it extremely difficult, and that's why I would love to see IPL players, Indian players here, to see what they do on these kind of pitches. But obviously, the contracts wise, Daniel Hughes has sent that one to the rafters. That's a 6, huge shot there. 4.1 overs down, 1 for 36. I would love to see Indian players here to see them test themselves. But obviously contracts are not allowed. Patrick says Babar Azam needs to play in Village Cricket League. Oh, jeez. He's just getting crunched right now. But this is what I was trying to say in the first stream. I said, it's all well and good that everyone supports him in Pakistan, but especially with Australians, especially with the way that Aussies support their sport and whatnot, just don't annoy them with like flooding it, because when you flood him with this kind of stuff, it opens him up to being disliked and wanted to fail because of how many people are spamming Instagram comments and YouTube comments and all that type of stuff. So, it's, this is very expected, this reaction after the weeks and weeks of Baba Razak, King Baba and stuff like that in Instagram posts and on social media. And they kind of did it to themselves, but like I hope they don't stop, because at the end of the day, they've got to keep supporting their player and they've got to keep supporting their country. If someone told me to stop celebrating players from my country of Australia, I'd tell them, fuck off. Like, I'm always going to support my player. So I get them, but that doesn't mean that, nice little shot there from Daniel Hughes. It doesn't mean that it makes it any less annoying. Since he says, Hassan Ali has been dispatched for a first ball 6. All Pakistani players are being pounded heavily. Yeah, it's been a really rough time for Pakistan. There we go. We're back. It does happen occasionally, as you guys know. I don't know why. I don't know what cut out. I don't know when it cut out. But anyway, Philippe has had 4 shots and he's got 4 boundaries. So it's 141. 4 shots, 4 boundaries. Huge. Huge. His PR team is awful. That make him seem like some kind of scrub. Just missed one of the great rants. No, it wasn't that great of a rant. I was saying in regards to... Mayank says, I don't hate Babar as a person, but Babar PR agency make him king. Yeah, I can understand that. There's no hate towards the person itself. And that'll be a no run. Dot ball. So there'll be, 11 runs off the over there from Hassan? Not great. 1 for 41 through 5 overs. I'm still here. I am still here. I'm just fixing something a little bit. Well, we're 5 overs down. 5 overs down. One of the great rants. No, you get one of the great rants during Titans games, mate. They're the great rants. All right, wow. Right after the power play is when they were able to slap in their biggest over of 11. It says, how are the Titans look next year? Not great, mate. But at least there's change. At least change is happening, mate. At least there's change. But I wouldn't expect anything significant to be happening next year. By any means. So Thornton, he gave up 10 runs in his first over. He's coming out for his second over now. And Daniel Hughes on strike with Josh Philippe. I will say, if I'm the Sixers for their next game against the Thunder, I would probably play Philippe and Hughes as the openers with Babar Azam as the third man in. That's what I'd probably be doing, because I think it's pretty clear right now the opening is just not working. And it's setting them up. It's just setting them up into a bad foundation from the start. But there'll be a single for Hughes if Philippe come back on strike. Again, 4 connections, 4 boundaries. Kolomatangi the Dragons next year. Is that true? I knew he was on the market, but... Rabbitohs increased offer as race for Kolomatangi intensifies. Eels bid for Kolomatangi as well. Okay, next ball from Thornton. Oh, inside. That was an edge, a leading edge there, and it will be a single for Philippe. It's about 17. All right, so while a 3-year offer was previously on the table, reporting that it has now been raised to 4 years, race to the forward has become one of the most hotly contested since the November 1st deadline. So the Eels are believed, the Dragons are believed to be in it. And he wants to remain in Sydney. So it's between the Rabbitohs, the Eels. It's between that's going to be a wide here from Thornton. The Rabbitohs, the Eels, and the Dragons, with the Bears potentially, but he did want to stay in Sydney. Credit where it's due. If you I don't know what that means, but you're only as good as or bad as your last game. That's absolutely true. Charlie Stobo should replace Babar as the opener. Get around Stobo. What a man. What a name. What a name. What a man. What a name. Next bowl. Oh, that is sent up in the air, but he could be caught out, and he is caught out. And he is up in the air from Daniel Hughes, and he's gone. It's 2 for 44. Wow, there we go. 2 for 44. The Sixers in a little bit of trouble right now. Little bit of trouble. But Bash going to kick for the Dragons? How tall is he? He's not that tall from what I've seen. Babar Azam height. What's 1.8 meters in feet? He's 1.8, so he's 5'9". Don't know. He might get a go as a hooker. Might get a go as a hooker. Better than Carl Flanagan, they said. So Daniel Hughes, he's gone. 2 for 44 through 5.3. That's big because he was going for a 6, but just gets caught out in the boundary out there. Phenomenal shiny head. Dragons getting Keon. We flew him in a chopper. As long as he doesn't sign with the Bears, because it's so funny right now seeing their team is like their big players that they're signing are not massive. It has been expensive so far, but with that being said, 44, they're at 5.3, so roughly enough 5 overs, 4 times 4 times 4. 44 times 4 would be 40, 80, 120, 160, 164, 168, 172, 176, and maybe take a couple under because they're at 5.4 overs. So they're probably aiming for around 170 right now, 172. It's pretty bare. It's looking tough for them. Fastest to 50 wickets, Thornton's actually top with Rashid Khan at 33. 33 games, and that's going to be a single for Moyes on Reeks, and Philippi will come back on strike. Chatiz says, out of all the players in the world, Sydney Sixers found Babar Azam to sign. The selectors must visit a doctor and get their eyes checked. So Chatiz, I'll tell you, I don't think they signed him because they thought he was as incredible as Pakistani fans do lead people on to believe. I think they signed him for the PR, and I think that the analytics and the social media amount of people that were commenting, trust me, we saw it here on my first stream. You know, we usually average around the 3 to 6 for BBL streams in 1,000, 3 to 6,000. Philippi over the top, and that is going to be another boundary for Philippi. He'll get to 21. So you saw, we saw on my stream, when we averaged 3 to 6 on a normal, because we're not huge into the cricket, but we're growing, we had 22,000 for the first stream, which was all basically Babar Azam fans from Pakistan. So I believe the BBL knew that the marketing was going to go through the roof with it. So it's probably more of a marketing ploy, just like Usain Bolt when he signed with the Central Coast Mariners didn't have enough money to sign him, but when they brought him in for the preseason and whatnot, you see it all the time. I think it's more of a marketing ploy. The BBL is a marketing gimmick. That's the whole point of this league. It is not Australians don't care about this league. Like literally, they don't care. Look at the crowds. Australians couldn't give a shit. They'll care about the Ashes. They don't care about anything else. They'll maybe care about the Indian series only because Indians annoy them on social media and spam "We are your father, your mother's a whore" on Instagram all the time. That's literally what we get called whilst on Instagram during Australia vs India series. So it will bring the casual fans out, and it will come and get them to support Australia just to piss them off, who are insulting Australia because people are very proud of our country. But I think that what they've done is just sign him for the media popularity and to bring in the Pakistani fans to this league. Oh, that's going to be a no-run. The kind of form Babar Azam is in from the last few months, years, I would not even select him in my Gully XI. Yeah, I think they hoped for the best, but it wasn't about that. I think they hoped for the best. Sean James says, to go to Australia and play cricket, you need a thick skin, because if it's not credit, we do take the piss, that sport. Absolutely. Our whole country is... But the thing is, we get it. Australians get it. English get it. Western countries overall get it. Americans sometimes don't understand the sarcasm. That's going to be a... Oh, jeez. That's going to be buys there on Riggs for a single. But like most Western countries get it. Americans can struggle with the sarcasm. but they get it. Like when we talk shit, we're not actually like being intentful about it. We're talking shit and joking about it with the illusion of intent, but none of us are actually meaning it with genuine intent. It's more so just to get a reaction or just for a bit of a laugh. That's going to be a single there for Josh Philippi, so he's going to be on 22, so it's 2 for 51 through 6.3. Yeah, like Australian, you do need a thick skin to come to this country and play sport, whether it be rugby league, whether it be AFL, whether it be rugby union, whether it be cricket. It doesn't matter what sport it is, A-League, it doesn't matter what sport it is, you do need a thick skin because the Australian culture, whether you agree with it or not, is definitely tall poppy syndrome, but also is very heavy on the sarcasm and talking shit capacity, and internationals don't necessarily understand it. Oh, big swing, big miss there from Enriques. Even if you're good, you cop shit. Absolutely. If you're good, you will definitely cop shit, Travesy. Look at Nathan Cleary. You know, people love to clown him after a bad game. He's incredible in the NRL. It does have his deserved criticism in Origin. It does have his deserved criticism internationally. But when it comes to the NRL, there's no real reason for criticism whatsoever. But people wait for him to have a poor game, or they say, you know, Daddy Ivan, and I'll do it too. Like, I'll take the piss as well. But I don't mean it with intent. Most people don't mean it with intent. Some people will mean it with intent because some people are losers. But most people don't mean it with intent. Shatij says, Babar has been a limited player always. His PR has made him king whose dynasty is unknown. He's king in his own happy world. He's king on different pitches. King Babar says, doing King Babar. Yeah, King Babar's not doing too much kinging. He's not doing too much babaring. But he does have a great song that I made up for him, and that is Baba 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 Azim Baba 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 Azim. Great song. Oh my gosh, it's a good song. So they're just doing a medical check right now on his finger. Just checking in on the finger of the wiki here, which is Harry Nielsen. As the ball went past. Best half of the comp cop shit being clearing. The worst also cop shit being Kyle. Just ask JC. Literally anyone. Yeah, just literally anyone will cop shit, mate. The only time you don't cop shit is when people don't know you. Bozam says, why out? Well, because he hit the ball into the hands of a fielder. So when you catch the ball in cricket, you're gone. You're gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. To be fair, it does say caught over here. But tarmac technician is down. Overton, he's in 2024-25 Big Bash, he had an economy of 9.6 with 11 wickets. Yeah, saw through that, Jay. David says might be how it works. Does kind of work like that, yeah. It does usually work like that. So I thought I heard something. Still waiting for my Hungry Jacks. Where's my Hungry Jacks, son? Where's my Hungry Jacks for mum? Even though I'm going to have to wait until the 15-minute switch up. And I have to scoff it down. I have to absolutely scoff it down because I don't want to leave it to get cold and then eat it. Because it's 9 p.m. for me here. This game won't finish till about 11:30, close enough to 12. Everybody else is what's going on with the crowds. People don't care about BBL. They've never really cared about BBL. You'll get a good crowd on Saturday, but you've also got to remember this is a Wednesday. Well, we're Wednesday night. If people were watching anything today, it would have been the Ashes. And I just think that the BBL is it's very gimmicky. People don't have the investment in it. You know, people have a good shot there from Enriques for a single. Maybe two. No, it's a single. People don't have the investment. The NRL, people are invested in their team winning because it goes for 6 months and it's been ingrained into our system since we were born. The AFL goes for 6 months. They've got the investment because it's been built and developed into their system since they were born. BBL is a relatively new concept and it's only across basically a month. Basically. And the only thing people care about with cricket in Australia is getting from A to B. And A to B is from NRL/AFL season to NRL/AFL season. if they didn't have anything to watch, they'd be bored batshit crazy. So they'll watch this as a little bit of passing time to still see some sport because Australian culture is all about sport. But that doesn't mean they actually genuinely give a shit. You know, they won't lose sleep over this. People will lose sleep over there. Oh, good ramp. That's a great ramp there from Philippi. Oh, but it won't go over the 4. It was close. Good fielding. They'll get 2 there, Philippi, to 23. That's 10. It's actually pretty good over there from Overton. 2 for 55 after 7 overs. They've limited the run rate. The old Strikers. So, yeah, like it's about getting from A to B. I don't think that any sport that's on during this time will ever be big enough to get people to actually care. And I feel like most people who say they do care will admit that they don't care as much as the NRL/AFL team they support. She did say the Sydney Sixers needed an opener that 2 sort of aggregated like Babar. There were many options available. The whole world was there to see. Jason Roy was the best option. Like I said before, I would love Indian players to be able to play here, but legally, contractually, with their contracts, they're not allowed to. Even though the BBL is not in direct competition with the IPL. I will always reiterate that. The BBL is not in direct competition. They do not play at the same time of the year. I don't understand why India does it. No run. Swing and miss. Going from watching the Ashes to BBL is a lot of cricket in one day as well. It definitely is, Daz, yeah. You know, 10 a.m. all the way through to 5:30 p.m. That is 7.5 hours worth of cricket, and then an hour break into 3 hours of BBL, and especially if it's teams that you don't really care about, and especially if they're not great. Like, yeah, of course. And big swing, big miss. When you take the piss out of someone, mostly you'll become mates. That is Australia. Yeah. It's the best part. It's awesome. But the crowds have never really been that amazing here for the BBL. I don't think they've been that crazy. BBL is more for the ADHD kids. It just got too gimmicky. There's no true care factor. That's because Australians as a whole, that's going to go back there for a couple. Should get 2 there. Yep, on Reeks we'll get to 3. You've got to remember, you look at the different countries in the world, you look at the different continents in the world. Americans and Canadians and whatnot, their sports are about tricking the opponent. Their sports are about intelligently sending them down this path and then actually going this path. It's all about tricking the opponent and outsmarting your opponent in that regards with their different plays and all that type of stuff and, this and that. There's so much that goes into tricking the opponent. And that's what they're interested in. That's why they can kind of understand in regards to cricket because it's got its similarities with baseball. And that's why John Boyd's really good for the growth of both of those games. And then you go to South America, it's just about being crazy. It's just about bing, bang, boom, goal, golazo, ball here, ball there, punch-ons, craziness. It's wild. That's going to be a single there for the Sixers. So on Reeks, we'll get to 5. It's all about being crazy. You go to Asia, it's pinpoint precision. That's why you see cricket, pinpoint precision. That's why you see ping pong. It's not physical. It is just about your individual characteristics and being able to pinpoint hit something. You go to Europe, it's all about being the beautiful game. Aesthetically pleasing. Look at the way that the La Liga, not the La Liga, look at the way that the Serie A has been for a long time. Look at the way that the Europeans think about it. It's about being the beautiful game, the beautiful football, beautiful to watch, aesthetically pleasing. And then you go, that's going to be a single there for Philippines, he'll be on 24. You go to Africa. I don't really know how to describe Africa, to be fair. I'm not too sure how you describe Africa. But then you come to the Australasian region of Australia, New Zealand, and the likes, and it's all about physicality. It's all about being the bigger man, the tougher man. Rugby League, AFL, Rugby Union, and the likes. And that's how Australasians are like with Fiji, with Samoa, with Tonga, Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, all the islands in the Pacific. It's all about being the bigger, tougher, more brawny guy. So cricket doesn't fit that brigade. Cricket doesn't fit that kind of a way that Australians feel. So that's also a big reason why cricket isn't as popular as it once was, but also it just doesn't fit how Australasians kind of are with their sports. Patrick Cummins' carry hit 100. It did. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. She says, me too, mate. Someday would love to see Indian players in the BBL. Why is it, like you would know more than me, why is it that they actually implement it into their contracts when it's not a direct competition? Like it's not directly competing with each other for views. It actually would benefit a lot of the Indian players. Why is it? Is it to prevent injuries? Like is that what their narrative is and their agenda is? I don't know. Like I don't believe that's the case, but is that what they say? Like what do they say to make it understandable that Indian players contractually can't play in the BBL? That's a single there for Enriques. So it's going to be 2 for 61 through 8.2. This is Jay's weight. Yeah, Jay was here all day. Jay was here today. She is Captain Obvious. Olivia's going to think you're referring to her there, Jay. And big shot from Philippi. Go this super coach, man. Super coach. Go, Josh Philippi. Been awake since 6 a.m. Jay keeps mentioning that like it's like a super amazing moment, 6 a.m. being awake. I know it is for you, Jay, but for most people, it'll be like, that's a good sleep in. And a single there for Philippi, he'll be on 29. Well, Channel 7 actually do already know, Mitchell, yeah. They do know. Dasmate says, NRL hasn't been physical since the early 2010s. Guys like Steve Madden would have Payne Haas running out of the league crying by now. Oh, that's a big shot for Enriques. And it will go to the field, though, just for a single. 2 for 60. Sorry, 2 for 80. No, 67. Sorry, it was blurry. I was awake at 6:30. Well, I was awake at 10 a.m. But I also knew I was streaming for like 12 hours. Philippi whacks one down for the boundary. No, the fielding there will stop it. Should be 2. And will be 2. So Philippi will get into the thrifty 30s. He'll be on 31. All right. 2 for 69 through 9 overs. They want to bump it up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. They will want to bump it up. This bowling from the Strikers has been pretty good. But you got to remember, I can't fall asleep immediately after the stream because your brain is always moving. So a lot of the time I'll actually play a bit of chess before I go to sleep. Play a bit of chess, and even though that's still working in the mind, but it does tire you out as you're focusing, and then watch a couple of Instagram reels, and then that's finito. Finito. Luke Wood coming back for a bowl. Philippi is playing good cricket at the moment, though. Play chess on your own. No, I played chess online. I played on chess.com. It's actually really fun. I love the 4-player. The 4-player is really cool when you got 2 players on your left and your right side, and you got another guy on the opposite side, and it's free for all. It's actually really fun. That's good. Chess.com is great. I got banned for 13 days though for communicating, like messaging and stuff, because some guy in 4-player pissed me off, and I just abused him. Because you'll get people like team with each other, and they don't know each other, but it just works for them, you know. But you'll just get someone who keeps checking you so that they can steal your piece without them being taken. You just get pissed off, bro. And I just said, you're a dickhead, and that got me banned for 13 days. No run. Sean James says, remember back in the day, a 6'9" West Indian bowler built like a bean, same as Pigeon was. Scary cricket. Yeah, cricket back in the day. Oh, give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. I do have to wait until the until the end of the innings here, but I do have my Burger King, baby. Ooh! 100% insulted his butt. You're right. And that's going to be, a good shot for a 4 from Philippi. Jeez, he's killing it right now. Go Super Coach. He's on 39. On Super Coach. To be fair, I do want to have. I know I don't usually eat on here. I don't usually eat on here, but and that's going to be a big swing, big miss from Josh Philippi. He's on 39. Did you get any other emails after posting Chris's emails? No, he was on stream today, though. Chris is fine. Chris is he was just having a bit of a laugh. But I did post that up on the Instagram. He was here today. I didn't get any more emails. I'll just quickly check. No, I didn't. Didn't get any more emails. Thankfully, no. Thankfully, not. And, that's up in the air for Philippi. He should be gone here. It's still very high, though. Very tough to catch. Oh, it's a 6. That was so high. I don't know how that's gone for a 6, but Philippi has hit a 6 there. He has hit a 6. Wow. So Philippi gets 45. No, Jay, it says Blaze love a good email. So what happened was last night I received an email from Chris Hendry. He would have seen on the stream today. He's an Englishman. And I'll read it out to you guys because some people might not be following me on Instagram to have seen it. There's a drinks break here, though, everybody. So hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. 2 for 84 after 10 overs. And Philippi is absolutely crushing it. Here we go. So I received an email last night at 9:42 p.m. Dear BKR and all, just for banter and laughs. Dearly beloved, we are here today to witness England versus Australia joined together in holy matrimony on this holiest of days, the first day of a test match. We in England recognise the need to gift Australia a 2-0 lead to enable us to have an exciting end of the series. It is now the real English Lions coming out to play against you canary yellow Australians in a test that will surely end in a glorious England win. Hopefully, maybe-ish. In all seriousness, all the very best to one and all. I do hope it's a belter. Most kind regards, Chris Hendry, English supporter. Anyway, he came in today, and I can't remember who it was, but someone called him a Muppet. And he was like, it was just a joke. I'm not a Muppet. And I said, no, you are a Muppet, but I understand it's a joke. Jacques Carlos would have sent that shot into the cheap sheets. With the way England play, I'm just surprised he doesn't play for England. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. Very surprised there. Bellions is how good is the bat? A 6 off the edge. Yeah, I don't know how that ended up being a 6 there from Philippi, but it ended up going. Yeah, Highlanders, Babar. He's not very, very barbarian today. Not much Babar happening here. I thought 100% that was just going straight up and out. But I can't believe it ended up going for a 6. That's wild, man. I'm having another onion ring here. You can't stop me. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm having another onion ring. 10 overs to go here. It's a good email. Too bad it's not true. Well, Sean, you can remind him tomorrow when he's here. Get into him. Get into him. But Hassan, he comes back out for his second over. 11 runs given up through his first over. There's a partnership at 40 here, with Philippi being on 45 and Enrique's being on 9. Based off of what I'm seeing right now, I'd probably see if Philippi stays in, they could be getting 180. If Philippi stays in, they could actually still end up getting 2. And, good shot from Enrique, but it will still be good, well fielding. They will come back for 2? They will. No, they don't. Just a single. Okay, they put Philippi back on strike. Mitchell says, who needs Babar when you got Hassan Ali? I'd prefer Muhammad. How about Muhammad Ali? I'm thinking I'd prefer Muhammad Ali. And anyone talks shit, you're gone. All right, so current run rate is 167. 10 runs per over is 183. If Philippi stays in, I still reckon he could whack some big ones. He's still going for some big ones. And there is Misfield will get a single, I think. And yeah, it will be a single on the Misfield. Will be a single. I reckon we should get Keanu Kenny in the Australian side. That's what I'm thinking. Australian cricket side. He'd kill it everywhere. He did actually play under 16s in Australia, by the way. Keanu Kenny, fullback for New Zealand. He did actually play for under 16s in Australia. I think it was under 16s. It was something like that. And it'll be a single. Von Reeks to be on 11. 2 for 87. Cassius Clay clears that Ali bloke. Say my name. Say my name. Say my name. 136.4, 120.6, and then 138.2. Geez, 3 really different speeds of bowls here. But the 120.6 was the buyers. Hassan, next bolt. Get on 13 runs through 1.3. Philippi on strike, and Philippi will get a single going to get 2 for 88. My name is... No, what is my name? Say my name. Is that Joe Frazier? Or who was that? Muhammad Ali, say my name. Who was he fighting? Oh, no, it was Ernie Terrell, yeah. Say my name. It's Muhammad Ali's famous demand to his opponent Ernie Terrell during the 1967 fight after Terrell refused to use Ali's Muslim name, shouting, "What's my name?" Because I think he always called him Cassius, didn't he? And it's going to be a 2 for Enriques, so they'll be at 13. He'll be at 13. It'll be 2 for 90. That's my saying. So playing this chess shit, go buddy here saying call. What? So playing this chess shit, got buddy here saying call an ambulance, but not for me, meaning him. Who does he think he is? Yeah, there's a lot of shit talkers on chess. You will literally get banned for just calling someone a dickhead. That's what I got banned for. Hannah says, I saw come got. What's with the English happening in the chat right now? First we got Daz, mate. Then we got this from Highlanders. Oh, this could be a 4. It's a boundary. Von Reeks. He gets a 17. Wow, surprising that was able to get there, but 2 for 94. Hannah says, I saw some guy on TikTok think Green should have dropped from. Yeah, please. I know what you're saying, but can we please improve our English before we drop our comments, lads? Can we please improve our English before we drop the comments? I saw some. I'll fix it for you. I saw some guy on TikTok think Green should have been dropped from Oz test side for Bo website. We had someone comment that today in the stream. I don't think that's the case. I don't agree with that, but you know, people are very reactionary. Jagger says, sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. Absolutely. But all right, Pope is in for the next bowl. And up in the air from Philippi. And he's gone. Josh Philippi gone on 46. He can't get the fitty bomb. And that's going to really hurt their Sixers team. That's going to really hurt them. They're 3 for 94. Yeah, big yikes here. And he didn't get the fitty bomber. I'm a Dogs fan. My shit English is understandable. It is understandable. Doesn't make it any easier, but it is understandable. Patrick Cummins says I play better than Babar. Even my uncle plays better than Babar plays. Yeah, because you play for Australia, mate. You play for Australia. But there's a wicket. And that is big. Josh Philippi was going off. He had plenty. He had 8 fours and 1 6 at 48 runs, and he is gone. 11.1 overs down. So who's in? Jordan Silk. Jordan Silk can hit a few. I've interviewed Jordan Silk on the channel before. LBW candidate to right arm quicks when set quicks hit hard length into the body. Sweats on anything slightly wide and full. The real Pat Cummins. That is absolutely the real Patrick Cummins. Jay got in contact with him because Jay and him are mates. Mitchell says run need. Run definitely need here for the Sixers. Run definitely need. 3 for 94. It's not looking spectacular. And oh my gosh, he's gone. Silk is gone on his second ball. It's a double. It's a duo. It's a wicket and a wicket. And Jordan Silk goes. Pope gets his second. Okay, there is a hat-trick ball coming up here. Oh, Jacko, he's a little bit early. He's a little bit early there, but we have seen 2 bang, bang wickets. And the Sixers are in massive trouble here. They are in massive, massive trouble. 4 wickets down now. Comes right on in. 4 wickets down. They are in trouble, son. But unfortunately, Jacko, that was a little bit early. So we'll have to see in 5 minutes' time. You know the rules here on the channel. But it is now a hat-trick ball. Always got to wait till you hear me commentate it, lads. Typical Pom winning it for everyone else. That's a well-earned insult, though, Jacko. That is a well-earned insult. No, says typical. Oh, that's right. I went to read the same comment out. I'll read it out again and again and again, though. Hans says first hat-trick of 2025 BBL. Well, he needs to get this one on Jack Edwards. This will be super interesting. This could be a hat-trick for Pope. Hat-trick ball. Come on, we want to see the hat-trick. Be massive. Jack Edwards. He's on strike. And no hat-trick, son. It will be a single for Jack Edwards. But a duo. A duopoly. I can't even think of the word right now. I've been sharing for a long time, guys. Give me a break. What is it called? It's not the trifecta. It's the quinella. That's it. Or the exacta. You got the quinella / exacta. Couldn't get the trifecta, though. And there'll be a single for Moises Enriques. No, he says, not our fault the Poms are Puma. Look at Daniel Sands' son, man. So inspirational. You need help, Mitchell. That's what you need. You need absolute serious help. So, Jordan, by the way, you can get the quack quack in the chat. If you remember the channel, you can get a quack quack in the chat for sure for the duck, because that was a duck from Jordan Silk. Single for Jack Edwards. City singles are back. 4 for 97. They are struggling for runs, man. They are struggling for runs. Pope, brilliant. 2 from 12. 2 for 12 runs through 1.5. That's really good. Right now, it's only about 6 runs and over. And that will go for a 2 for Enriques. So that'll be 5 off the over. 2 for 14 through 2. So it's at 7 runs and over, which in BBL's pretty good. Beautiful. Strikers would be win viz probably about 65% to win this right now. Have a look. Win viz wise, the Strikers are 55%, yeah. Yeah, they're well in advantage. They are well in the advantage right now. Bowling wise, wow, Liam Scott has an economy of 15 from his 1 over. Yikes. Luke Wood's been good, 7 economy. Jamie Overton's been brilliant with 5 economy, 10 runs off 2 overs. Harry Thornton, 7.6, 23 runs off and 1 wicket off 3 overs. Lloyd Pope, 2 overs, 14 runs, 7. He's got 2 wickets. All right, geez. Josh Phillippe just went bang for my super coach, though. He's on 129 points. Oh, not far from a wicket, that one, but Jack Edwards will be lucky. Edwards will be lucky. No worries, Jake. So 3 runs for Edwards, 4 for 100. Short Big Bash career, 60 wickets. Oh, this is Matty Short. Well, I got him in my super coach. I want a wicket here. Economy is 7, wickets 33, career 60. Come on, I want a wicket here for Matt Short. Up in the air, up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. He's gone. There's a wicket for Enriques, and that's massive. It's 5 for 100, and Matty Short gets the wicket. Matty Short gets the wicket. And Moises Enriques is gone. It's 5 for 100. The Sixers are in significant trouble. They are tantalisingly close to going 0 for 2 to open up this BBL season. Guys like Josh Phillippe, Daniel Hughes, Moises Enriques. You got Bubba Azam. Where they going? They're going home right now. This is struggle city bish for the Sydney Sixers. The Strikers, all they need is to bat competently, and they should be sweet here. 5 for 100 is wild stuff. And that's huge for my super coach team. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that. Now, what's just saying I need a wicket for him? I'm just moving that live score up a little bit. There we go. All right, Joel Davies. Well, you need to come in and help out a lot. Someone needs to step up and handle this big time. I show says a show is shit. Your mum's a shit. I'm not even actually going to get involved in you. I'm going to hide you. I'm not going to get involved with people like this, actually. Especially not in today's time. Especially not with what's happening in Australia. Jacko says, sorry, lads, my stream was a minute behind. Nah, you're all good, bro. I heard you talking about the wicket, then heard you say Silk was coming out and said, oh, shit. Yeah, fair enough, bro. We had to do it. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like, I would be able to take the banter and have a bit of a laugh with the fake account that obviously was normally, but not with what happened in Australia recently, bro. I'm not here for the Australia slander at the moment. Any other normal day, we'd have enjoyed the banter. But yeah, not in regards to right this very second, man. If you were a regular, like an English talking shit about that, like we're happy to do that, but not with some rando. Oh, jeez, it was nearly another wicket there. But single for Edwards. That'll be 1 for 4. 5-103. Oh, shot out the back. Beautiful little shot there for a boundary. Davies, huge with the boundary. Man, what are they looking at right now? 12.5. They're at about, 107 or so? What are they on? I think 107? They are on 107. 107, 12.5, 7 overs to go. Oh, jeez, it's not looking pretty. This should be a pretty close match, though. The Strikers will still... Oh, big sweep. Nah, it's too high. Nah, it's a shout, but it's too high. They're thinking about it. It's way too high. Wow, they're going to review this. I think this is definitely too high. I'm pretty certain this is way too high. But they are going to review. Oh, okay, cool. Yep. And just as they're about to show it, that's going to cut out. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Just as they're about to show it, it cuts out. So now I have to refresh my KO. But I'm pretty certain that was way too high, lads. So, oh, KO Sports. I've got to turn my VPN on and off, lads. Give me 1 second here. Jacko, you're free to let us know what happens with the wicket if it was an LBW or not, because I'm refreshing the KO as we currently speak. That's right, Timmy Zoo versus Velasquez on right now. Well, it won't start for a little bit. The actual fight won't be for a good few hours. All right, still waiting for it to come through now from live. I'm nearly 100% certain. Strikers and spinner happy, yeah. I'm nearly 100% certain that was too high. I'm just waiting. I mean, it's about to come back on now. Yeah, okay, they're sweet. So, was it too high, Jacko? Was I right? Oh, that's a 4 there from... No, is there someone there? It's a 4 from Edwards. And Edwards gets the boundaries. They'll be on 8. 12 4s, 2 6s. Timmy. Yeah, Timmy Zoo, mate. Timmy Zoo. He needs to win that, for sure. Yeah, high. Looks really high, to be fair, from first glance. I know I'm breaking the rules of my own channel. Oh, it's a 6. That's a beautiful 6 from Jack Edwards. He's on 14. I know I'm breaking the rules of eating on stream, but with that being said, it's been a long day, so I need to eat. I need just some onion rings to get me through until the tea break. That's a huge 6 there from Jack Edwards. And that's 90 metres too. I think the longest we've seen so far this BBL season was 94, and that was last night. And Lloyd Pope, giving up a few runs now. He's got 2 wickets though. At least he's not eating hot dogs. Well, I have a burger here, but I'm definitely not going to eat a burger on a stream. I feel like that'd be silly. Lagging, I don't think it was an actual dog, mate. You ate an actual dog on a stream. I think that rule is long gone now. I don't think that was an actual dog. Like, in the wording of it, and I played along with it, in the wording of it, it said dog meat. It wasn't an actual... I don't think it was an actual dog, but to be fair, Olivia donated like $200 to me to eat whatever it was called, and it was awful. I had like one little bite of it, and it was awful, but it wasn't actual dog. It's illegal to sell dog there, but in the name, it was dog meat, so... And then that was a wild stream, dude. Nah, the worst one ever was the spicy chip stream when I was in India. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. That's an LBW. That's an LBW. That's an LBW. Oh, no. Oh, was it pitching in line is the biggest question there. But it doesn't matter because they've lost their review. They've lost their reviews. They don't have it. I thought maybe. Nah, the worst was that NRL stream when everyone was donating for me to eat those spicy chili chips, and I love spicy stuff, but that was just wild, dude. That rocked. We had 3 games that day. That rocked me for the rest of the day. Rocked me for the day, dude. That was just killer. Where was I? I think I might have been in Jaipur. No. Yeah, I was in Jaipur for that. I don't know. I think so. Bring Matt Short back out for a bowl. Only 8 runs, 1 wicket. Beautiful. Beautiful bowling. He's going to get 7 more wickets. There were no stray cats around. I'm not reading the rest of that comment out, Sean. I'm not doing it. All right, so Jamie Overton coming back in for a bowl. He's got an economy of 5 right now. Doesn't have a wicket, but he's got 10 runs given up through 2 overs. That's good. So the current run rate is at 169. It's interesting to see what they end up on. 10 runs per over is 178. Current is 169. So they're in a bit of trouble, but that is a beautiful start. Oh, good fielding to stop the 4, and it'll be 2. Good fielding to stop the 4. No. Mate, it's just so Blaze will do something strange for a piece of change. To be fair, mate, when for that kind of stuff, to enhance the stream for sure. I think that was on a shit-ass game too. Like, you got to remember, we do 8 streams. We do 3 streams a day on Saturday, 2 streams a day on Sunday, 2 on Friday, and 1 on Thursday, and that's consistent throughout the season. You know, and a lot of the time it can be quite repetitive, especially for shit teams. So you do have to mix it up a little bit. Look, at the end of the day, you know, you do get paid doing this. So that's going to be a single there for Edwards to be on 18. So, yeah, like if people want to have a bit of a laugh and get you to eat crazy shit, like on a boring game, as you will notice, I don't do that kind of stuff for Panthers versus Storm, or I don't do that stuff for, you know, massive games. We only do that for games that don't really look like they're going to be that exciting. We won't do it every game because you need to focus on the big time games, but you don't need to focus on Tigers versus Knights or, you know, Cow. Oh, it's a massive shot, but is it going to go? Oh, he's actually out. Davies is gone at 6 for 121. It was a massive shot into the hands of the fielder on the boundary, which is Hassan. I think it was some usual bullshit Dragons game or a Cowboys game. I think it might have been Dragons Cowboys, to be fair. It could have been. Sweet and sour chihuahua. I had sweet and sour pork last night, actually. But there is a wicket there. Jamie Overton deserves that wicket with his bowling so far. And Hassan gets the catch out there by the boundary, and the strikers are all over the Sixers right now. They're all over them. Ladies, when you did that, that was great, mate. Lagan, eat a hot dog. It's mystery meat. What part of the animal is that? Yeah, we'll do it again when we're in different countries. Like, throughout the NRL season next year, we'll be in Vietnam, Philippines, Malaysia. And I don't know if I'm going to go to Laos during the NRL season because I can't be convinced about the internet there. I know that in Manila the internet will be fine. I know that in Vietnam the internet is fine. Ho Chi Minh. I know in Malaysia the internet's fantastic. I'm sure the Indonesian internet would be brilliant in main areas. So, but I don't know about Laos. I'd have to Google and research that. Get a poll going on what you should eat in the next boring stream. But again, it is for donations. Like I'm not eating some absolutely messed up thing for free. I'll be completely honest with that. I'm not doing that. Like I would never have eaten whatever it was called. That's a single there for Dwarf Shoes. 6 for 122. Chris Lynn, good fielding. There's no way I would eat what I've done for nothing. Like there's got to be incentive there. Drink some mystery kava while you're in Fiji. What's mystery kava? Kava is kava. What is mystery kava? Do you know what kava is? It's not like there's no like a variations of kava. Kava is just kava. Kava is just kava. Sixers ain't defending this total with Benny Dwarshu's 400 wides. Yeah, no way. No, look, I think the Strikers definitely win from here, especially with the fact if Jack Edwards goes, they're definitely well and truly gone. But the commentary's talking about how they're going to let Ben Dwarshu's do his thing bowling wise. I think that Adelaide should win this game pretty confidently. Carver is a mystery drink in itself. It really is. It really is. Next bowl. And up in the air. And luckily no one was there. It'll be a single for Dwarshu's. So 6 for 124. 15 overs down. Will the surge come next? Sean says, the food I've had in Thailand, if my father-in-law I eat it, don't be a pussy, ask the next day, what was that? This is just going on we've gone on a roller coaster there, Shauna. We've gone on a roller coaster. The food I've had in Thailand, if my father-in-law, I eat it. So I'm assuming you're saying if your father-in-law eats it, you eat it. And then not be a pussy, ask the next day. Don't know about the ask the next day, but oh, now I get it. I figured it out, Sean. I've clocked on. I've learnt the Sean mind. I've learnt the Sean mind. Because you're a regular here, I've learnt how you talk. So don't be pussy. Ask the next day what was that, basically. Yeah, it's very difficult. For people who don't probably see you every day, they find that difficult to read. But I know. I know. I've had heaps of cover as an Aussie. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nath. So sorry. So Hassan bowling. He's given up 20 runs in 2 overs. And let's make that 20 runs in 2.1 overs. 6 for 125. Wild take. Sean's had a few. Sean, he is a few. He is the definition of a few. We're not talking alcohol. Not talking alcohol. 6 for 125. Their current projected is 165, so an extra 40 runs in 4.5 overs. There we go, Lagan. Did I call it or did I call it? That's where you learn the regulars here. You understand. You understand what's going on. So Jack Edwards on strike, and he's going to hit that one down to the boundary for a single. So he's 6 for 126. To be fair, though, and I did speak about this before the stream, the Strikers are a bit light on the batting side of things. You look at it, Matt Short and Chris Lynn, huge. Jason Sanger, solid. Liam Scott, decent enough. Alex Ross can hit. Jamie Overton, Harry Nielsen, Luke Wood, Hassan Ali, Henry Thornton, and Lloyd Pope. It's nothing too spectacular compared to the Sixers, who have a good batter in Hughes, are meant to have a good batter in Babar, have a great batter in Josh Philippi, have a good batter in Moises Henriques, have a good batter in Jordan Silk, who got out for a duck, mind you. Jack Edwards can do his thing. Joel Davies, they'll get 2 there for the Sixers, so it'll be 6 for 128. The depth of the Sixers is much better than the depth of the Strikers, so it'll be interesting to see how it does pan out. I called Sean up in the wake and bake. Loves a good wake and bake. Living a high life. He's in Thailand. It's legal there. Sort of. It's pretty much legal in Thailand. And that will be snuck in behind for a no run. Wow. Late start today. Yeah, no, this was He decided to wait for it today. Long wait. Very long wait. 4.2 overs left. They want to have a start of a slap soon. Jay, listen, they got 4 wickets in hand. They got a couple of cats here to finish off the innings. I don't know if they're going to be having too much of a slap. How did that Pakistan go? Brenton, he opened. We are 6 wickets down. I want you to take a wild guess. I want you to take a wild guess. We are 6 wickets down. He was the opener. How long? I want you to take a guess at how many he got. He got out for 9. We'll see him again on Saturday, though, against the Sydney Thunder. Huge chance of double figures. Did he get no run? We got 9. He nearly got run out for 0, but he did. He nearly got run out on a duck, which would have been just crazy. Packets legal time too if you go to a certain bar, authorities entertain it. I'm going to assume what you're saying here. You can kind of do, yeah, you can see that anywhere, really. Babar opened his leg. Okay. Let's keep it a little bit. Let's keep it a little bit more respectful than whatever that comment was, Lagan. What are you talking about? Open his legs. It's a bit weird, mate. That's a bit of a weird comment. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit of a weird comment, champion. I don't know about that one, Lagan. I'm all here for the banter and the sledging of anyone, but they're gonna go for the power surge in the Sixers. But I don't know about saying another man opened his legs more than the scoring. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Jay. Real odd one there from Lagan. That's a real weird picture. I think, Lagan, that's, yeah. That's going to be a big shot over the top. Could be out, but no one was there. It will be a boundary. Warshoes will get to the 10. I'm a bit off at low key. You need help, low key. High key. High key. What a weird comment. A weird, strange comment, Logan. But a boundary for Benny Dwarshoes. Amazing bowler. He's a 10, 6 for 133 in the power surge. Comes runs, but also comes wickets. And this looks like a wicket is coming. And, oh my gosh, he's dropped a sitter. Oh my gosh, he's dropped the sitter. He's just dropped the sitter. He should have been called, Warshoes. He should have been called, but they'll get 1. Over under on Warshoes wides. I'm going to go 3.5 as an over and under. I think that's a good shout. No, it should be higher. 5.5. We'll go 5.5. Make your bets, lads. Over and under 5.5 in the chat for Warshoes wides when he's bowling. He's actually sitting down to catch that. Yeah, that was a bad drop, man. That was a bad drop because they would have had him 7 for 133. 7 for 133, and you could have bowled him for under 150. Because the power surge is huge, and you can get runs, but there is also a lot of wickets because of the teams really attacking. They really attack during it, which is, of course. He really should have caught that, eh? Should have caught that. 6 for 135, 3.3 overs remaining. And that's going to be just a single. So the current projected is 164, now it's 163. So look, the poll's got 88% of people voted for the Sydney Sixers. I'm a bit unsure about that one. I'm not going to lie, a little bit unsure about that one. Their best bowler drops a sitter. I know what they need. They need to get Matt Shaw back out. He'll get 3 wickets immediately. And that's going to go straight up the guts for a single. Edwards to 22. Like it says, is Luke Wood even anything special? Like, I don't get the hype for Azam when he's had 2 horrible shooters in a row. I don't know where Luke Wood has come into the equation here. But basically with Babar Azam, it's because Pakistan aren't, and it's with all due respect, but Pakistan aren't a successful cricket team. And it doesn't take an insane amount nowadays to really shine. He plays a lot on flat pitches. He plays a lot on a wicket that is very much easier to hit on for batters comparatively to, say, Australian cricket pitches. So he's come in a competition which is very high pace, very high energy, all about massive hits and just going for the high octane baseball, just to get the English on side of me there. Going for the old baseball technique, and he's struggling. So and like I said before, I don't believe Babar Azam has been signed for his cricketing prowess. I think he has been signed for marketing ploys and marketing for the BBL and for the Sydney Sixers. Because if you looked at my original stream, I hit 22,000. I usually average between 3 and 6 for BBL games on an average, because we don't usually stream BBL games. This is our first year of being really consistent with it, with the BBL. So, we're brand new to this consistent of cricket alongside the Ashes. So we averaged 3 to 5, 3 to 6, and yet that hit 22. So it shows you the amount of people that were actually watching and invested. They don't care now. Well, they do care, but they don't care as much now because he has been less than successful. But if he got really good and started hitting massive 6s and 4s, you'd see them all jump out of the woodwork. Would you say Thornton's their best or someone else? I would say... I'd probably say Henry. No. Like, Jamie Overton is probably their best. He's had a really good day today. I personally would probably go Overton. But it's between him and Thornton. Where did Luke Wood come into that equation, by the way, Lagan? That's up in the air, and that is a difficult catch to make. It'll be a single there for Edwards. No, it'll be 2 for Edwards. He'll get 24. Smithy should jump in for the 6s if he gets better soon before the next test. Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt that'll be happening. He will play the right back end of the season, though, because when's the Ashes finish again? I think Ashes finishes about the 7th of January, so he should be able to play. That's if they're even in it still. Like, right now, they're struggling. All right, so that's a no run. Where is it? Okay, so India, New Zealand ODI series coming up. Australia, England Test 5 is January 4 to 8. So after January 8th, the players would be eligible. But it just comes down to the fact that the Sydney Sixers are looking likely to be 0-2 here. They lost the Perth Scorchers, and they're looking likely to lose the Adelaide Strikers here unless they can get some massive runs out of these last 2.3 overs. Up in the air, heavy edge. That's going to go for 4. That's going. Oh no, it won't have the. Yeah, we'll have the pace. It'll go for 4. Like, it's Luke Wood bowled him out. That's why I asked if he's any good or Babarish is shit. Oh, Luke Wood's fine, but no. No. We didn't bowl him out. He was caught, but to answer your question, no. Bretton says, Smithy, that's right, read that. Jay, Smithy is in test mode at the moment. He is, yeah. He won't be back until after the 10th. Yeah, most test players play the later end. Like the Brisbane Heat with Usman Khawaja. Oh, Yorker slaughter for a 6, was that? I think that's a 6, or is that a 4? Oh, it is a 4. It bounced. That's a 4, so 6 for 149. They're loving this over. The Sixers are loving this over. But yeah, most test players do play later. Michael Nisa probably comes in soon enough for the Heat, but Usman Khawaja, Stevie Schmitty for the Brisbane Heat, Scotty Boland for Hobart. Well, is he still Hobart? I know he was originally Hobart. I think he's still Hobart. Travis Head for the Strikers. Well, if the Strikers can play like this all season, maybe Travis Head will be massive for the back end. Oh! But also, we should clarify here, what is the Australian cricketing schedule for January? Because there still may be some ODIs and T20s and stuff. No, that's right. The T20 World Cup isn't until February. Yeah, the T20 World Cup is in February 11th. Australia play Ireland. That'd be a great time zone for me. Gee whiz. In Vietnam, that'd be a fantastic time zone for me to stream. Australia, Ireland, Australia, Zimbabwe, Australia, Sri Lanka, and then Australia, Oman. Does Hazelwood still play with the Sixers too? I'm not too sure, but he's out for the season. He's definitely out for the BBL season. He's definitely out for the Ashes season. Nice nitty gritty Smitty. Mate, the Schmidtmeister. That's him. That is him. He played the ODI against New Zealand before the Ashes. Oh, Overton. Did you guys win that? Next ball. Oh, big swing, big miss from Dwarshoes. Yeah, Dwarshoes is going for a swing-a-ding-ding now. They're going for a slap. 1.5 overs to bowl here. 1.5 overs to bowl. Boom. Ba-da-da-do-da-do. Ba-do-no-no-no. No-no-no-no. Bit of tunes. Oh, I can feel that I'm starting to hit the wall. I'm starting to hit it. We've still got a good hour and a half left, but I can feel in my eyes I'm starting to hit that wall. Up in the air, up in the air, up in the air. Gone. Dwarshoes is out. 7 for 149. 7 for 149. That is a bonus. There is 1.4 overs remaining. 1.4 overs remaining. 7 for 149. Boom. Ba-da-na-na-na. No. Straight up in the air. Gone. What a weird. I got a message from a friend of mine. What a weird man. 7-149. Your eyes don't look like Sean's 6:30 this morning. Yeah, dude. Like I am gonna start to struggle. Well, I'm gonna have this. I'll wash my face in the break as we switch up the teams. I'll have my burger. I'll smash that out, and then I'll be ready to go for the final innings. But then we do it all again tomorrow. Because again, tomorrow night we have the Melbourne Renegades. No, the Melbourne Stars versus the Hobart Hurricanes. It's time to crack open a Coke. Now we're talking. Eyes are starting to look like Sean's 6:30 this morning. Fair. Up in the air, and that will be a single for Kerr. A fun fact for you here, guys. I'm going to tell you something that is quite funny. I'm not going to say the name, but Google Steve Kerr's son, basketball. Google what Steve Kerr named his son. Steve Kerr, the basketball coach for the Golden State Warriors, ex-player with the Chicago Bulls. Google what him and his wife thought was a great name for his child. You'll love it. Up in the air, should be gone, is out. 8 for 150. 8 for 150. Edwards is gone, and that should be the Sixers. Done and dusted under 160. I bet I know it. It's real, Nath. Like, it's real. It is real, man. Crazy that you don't think of that before you name your child. It's crazy you don't think of that, man. It's crazy. It's wild you don't think of that as a parent. You know? I'm never going to... I'm not criticizing it. Like, at the end of the day, it's a joke. But, like, it's been a joke for a very long time down the NBA community. Everyone's always making jokes about it. Could you imagine growing up with that name? Like, just it's wild, man. So 2 wickets in this over for Luke Wood. Hey, Lagan, best bowler of all time. There you go. .4 overs down. Ooh, goes for a swing, misses that one. 7 balls remaining. They're struggling to get to the 160. This should be a Strikers win if they're competent with the bat. And I hope Matty Short has a killer because he's my super coach. Actually has my super coach team looking. I really wish I actually had a captain, Josh Philippi. Then again, Mitchell Owen 57. He might still have a belter of a game against the Renegades tomorrow, Stars tomorrow, sorry. With that being said, I've got Glennie Maxwell, I've got Marcus Stoinis. Sam Harper, emergency. Oh, geez, that was only a catch there. So single. Oh, no, 2 there for the Sixers. It'll be 8 for 152. Should have just named him Sue. I don't understand that one. I'm trying to figure it out in my head. I'm not going to read anything out like that because it could be controversial, but yeah, I can't think of it right now. But then my brain's not even thinking at all at the moment. Can't think nothing. All right, final over. It is Jamie Overton. You know that one, Brendan. 1 for 16. It's a song. Oh, fair enough. You could ask me my middle name right now. I wouldn't even know it. All right. Final over. Jamie Overton, 1 for 16. 3 overs bowled. He's been brilliant today. And up in the air. That should be gone. And it is gone. So that's 2 wickets for Overton. He deserves it. 9 for 152. 9 for 152. 4 Blazers time. Probably 2. Wickets in clumps here for the Sixers. This is struggle city bish, struggle city bish. And I don't know about that 87% voting for the Sydney Sixers. I don't know about that right now. Don't know about that. Hassan caught ball by Overton. 15 fours and 3 sixes. They haven't had many sixes. The Strikers bowling has been good though. All right, who was the one? Mitchell, you said Jafar Chauhan was going to be the highest scorer today. Well, he does need to hit 47, and that's 47 runs in 5 balls. So good luck with that one. Yeah. It's going to take a monumental effort. If Ollie Robinson was bowling, maybe he could get the 47 runs in this over from the last 5 balls. But unfortunately, it is Jamie Overton, not Ollie Robinson. So Chauhan, the leg spinner, gets his batting opportunity. Yeah, I'm going to, Jay. I was about to do that. I was waiting for this. Nearly got bowled. Nearly got bowled there. Let's just scroll this little scoreboard here because all these guys are gone. There we go. There we go. But now you can't see the king. Anyone comes in here asking what he scored, thinking he got a million, that's on Jay's fault for telling me to scroll the scoreboard. Where's Papa when I need him? He's gone, mate. He's so gone. And that's going to be a single for Chauhan. He's off the duck. He's off the duck. That's a single. So 9 for 153 with 3 balls remaining. Don't go light him, Jacko. Give him something harder. A perfect time to do some maths players. What's 5? 6 plus 8. Is that 5 times 14? I don't know, mate. Or is it 5 plus... I think isn't it 5 times what's ever in the brackets? So what, like 5 times 14? 50, 54, 58, 62, 66, 70? Is it 70? I think that might be right. I couldn't tell you, to be fair. Sean said 70. Am I right? Did I actually get that just then? I think I might have just got that. Sean said 70. Are we both right? Because it's higher than the Poms will make tomorrow. Yeah, that's a great point, Nate. That is a great point. It's 70, mate. You can't get it past me, son. And that's going to be a boundary from Chauhan. So that'll be on 158. You got to get up pretty early in the morning. You got to get up earlier than Sean does to get one past me, son. Took you long enough. Mate, I've been streaming for nearly 12, 11 hours today. Give me a break. I got the right answer. That's the main thing. But Chauhan will get a boundary there. We will get a boundary. Imagine getting the right answer and still getting slagged off for it. 19.5 overs. Why don't you stream for 11 hours, Lag, and see how your brain goes? Ooh, that might be a wide there. This might be a wide. A single. Nope, they're not going to call it wide. So they'll just call it as a single. Or bye. So it's 9 for 159 is the final score here for the Sydney Sixers. It's still not easy, but like they should be getting it here, the Strikers. Matty Short and co should be able to get them over the line. Chrissy Lynn. The Lynn Show. The Lynn Show should smack it. But guys, I'm going to quickly have something to eat in this break. Swing it around. It'll be about 5-10 minutes. So hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Get involved in the comment section. And I will be back in a few moments. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're about to get back on the way for the second innings here. But the Strikers to try and chase down 159. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling vibrant. I'm feeling like this is the start of a new day right now. And I'm feeling like Matt Short's about to kill it for my Supercoach team because I'm going to need him. I'm going to need him right now. Philippi's pulled through. He had a break of 83 and he got 129. So I'm super happy about that. But I need to see a couple. Like tomorrow, Matty Wade did pretty well. He's got another game tomorrow. I think it's per week. So is that 3 games in a week that you get from? Oh, no. Yeah, it might be 3 games in a week. No, it won't be. The 2 games. The new week probably starts. Well, Sixers, I think, maybe get 3 games then. Maybe I should have gone in. I must have smashed down that burger. Smash it. I'm a fast eater. Like, to be completely honest with you, I am quite a fast eater. So some people are slow as. I'm super fast. And they're like, oh, you just scoff it down, or how do you even enjoy it? I enjoy it by eating it fast. And I want more. Sean says, it's amazing to me. I thought streaming were people that were full of shit with no idea until I found this stream. Appreciate that, Sean. I do my best, man. Like, it doesn't mean that everyone has to agree with my opinions and agree with what I say, but I do mean it with everything with good intentions. Like, whatever we do and whatever we say is actually my genuine thoughts. People can think what fuck it all they like. Like, some people can disagree with me and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I am saying what I'm seeing. Again, doesn't make it right, but I do my best. I do watch a lot of sport. But my stream wouldn't even work. It'd be too laggy. You're good, lagging. You're good, mate. You should stream lagging. He would not dare. He would get roasted by you guys. You used to stream Rugby League Live for a couple of years. Did you really? How'd you get around the age restriction rules? That's a valid comment. Valid comment. All right, so we will be seeing. So what is it? Let me just go and switch over this batting lineup. Your Honour says the best thing you do. Don't talk shit. Well, I don't try to. Some people might think I talk shit, but I don't try to. Titans organisation definitely thinks I talk shit, even though they're just full of shit. No, it hasn't updated yet. It hasn't updated yet, so we'll leave that over there for the time being. There we go. That was dreadful from the Sixers. Yeah, it wasn't good, Edward. It was not good. Jordan Silk Duck, horrible. Josh Philippi was good. Babar, not too good at all. Actually, Babar had not the lowest, but he had one of the lowest, which not good. But then again, Daniel Hughes also 11. You know, the Sixers team just not looking too good this year. They're not looking too good at all, which is, super disappointing considering they were predicted to be a lot stronger than what they're looking like. And they've got to play the Thunder on Saturday, who gave it a decent crack against the Hobart Hurricanes, who were the favourites to win the entire competition this year. So it'll be interesting to see how Saturday does go in that Sydney Smash with the Thunder being the home team. I'm just really intrigued to see how the Brisbane Heat punch back against the Scorchers and if Afridi still bowls meat pies, because if they actually get their bowling sorted, their batting is pretty good. Their batting was actually pretty decent to be able to fight and get their way to 198 or whatever it was. They actually competed. That profile pic doesn't do you much justice. He's an easy target, the old Lagan. He's an easy target. When he was talking to me about the fact that you weren't that confident in that, I don't know, Lagan, if you're the definition of intelligence to be judging my intelligence here, but especially since I've been streaming since my time 11:15 a.m. It's now 10 p.m. So it will actually be over 12 hours of stream. Oh, minus an hour. So it'll be about 11 hours of streaming today. So you do have to kind of forgive, mate. Yeah, you gotta let me kind of have it mentally. But it's not just sitting here. This is the thing. People think we're streaming. You're just sitting here and you're just watching a game and it's super easy. Well, if it's super easy, please try it, because mentally, it's not physically tiring, but it's mentally very tiring, especially when because you're focusing on the game, you're talking to people in the chat. You're also, for example, the Ashes, you've got your own passion investment in it, especially the NRL. NRL exhausts you. I will say it actually exhausts you more doing NRL streams than it does for cricket streams because cricket streams aren't like bang, 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 bang. You do have your time to kind of clock off mentally whilst you're watching it. But rugby league, those 3 games on Saturday is just killer. They're just absolutely killer. Like you do it, and especially if they're awful 3 games too. Now that's a drag. 6 hours is a lot less than what we're doing here of 11 hours, but those 3 games on a Saturday are absolutely just, you get crunched, dude. You get absolutely crunched. But we do it because we love it. Because it's fun. You do get tired. All right, still waiting here. That's all right. I thought that it was about to come straight back on. We are still in the break. Damn, so yeah, this game won't finish until 12. So, actually, this game won't finish until about 12. So, no, it will be 12 hours. It will be literally half a day I've been streaming. My whole day has been with you guys, and tomorrow my whole day will be with you guys, and Friday my whole day will be with you guys. Ashes just kills you. When the Ashes is on and you do the BBL, that just kills you. But then again, I am doing English Super League next year, so that'll have us, geez, rocking and rolling on a weekend. The weekend's going to absolutely kill us. The weekend will absolutely destroy us. Did you say there will be a day that you'll be doubling up on a BBL stream after a day test? Yeah, bro. Boxing Day. So Boxing Day, there is a full day of cricket, obviously, against England for the first day of the Melbourne test. And then we move into, and the reason why I can't skip the second game is because it's Perth versus Hobart. It's a big game. But it is Sydney Sixers versus the Stars and the Scorchers versus the Hurricanes. I could consider not doing Sydney Sixers and Melbourne Stars. But I do like to be like super consistent and just smash it all out. But the thing is, on the 1st of January too, I don't know, I think it's the 4th to the 8th that the Sydney SCG is. But there's 2 games of BBL on that day. There is a consideration that I don't do the... There is a consideration I don't do Sixers Stars, but I probably still will, mate. No, mate. I probably still will. I mean, it is 12 hours, but it helps when you're doing 12 hours what you enjoy. Yes, but that doesn't mean it's any less mentally taxing. But it does definitely help. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't, I didn't enjoy it. You want to need a coffee machine next to you for the day? No, I've gotten pretty used to the fact that I'm happy to leave for like 2 minutes to go make a coffee. I'm happy to jump off this stream for like 5 minutes, and especially in an Ashes test, especially even in T20, I'm happy to walk away for a couple of moments and come back. If people don't like that, it's kind of their problem, because especially when you're doing so long, you have to be content with it though, because a lot of people won't like that there'll be dead silence on the stream, but there's so much talking and so much non-dead silence that it's fine. All right, so Matt Short is out in the field here. He's going to be opening up for the Strikers. What? Yeah, what is... Oh, yeah, Will Smith, that's right. Yeah, Bretton's is Will Smith. I actually haven't noticed, because for me, the circle is really small. For sure, for you guys too. For me, it's really small, so I don't actually pay attention too much to thumbnails. But Chris Lynn, also going to be opening up, but I do think that Matt Short will be on strike. Now, I need you to go big here, Shorty Short. To be fair, Short did get a wicket, so he should be on 10. Oh, he's on 31. Did he get a catch or something in the field, did he? I think he may have got a catch in the field. I'll quickly have a look. He's got 31 points. That's actually really good, considering he hasn't even bat yet. Where is it? Okay, so caught by... No, he doesn't. He's just got a... He's just got that 1 wicket. Okay. Well, we take it. I don't know how he's got that many points, but we take it. Gotta love Sean. Can't hate the bloke. Simple life, always high. Well, exactly right. What a bloke. All right, so Perry, first bowl, and Matt Short will hit that one down for probably 2. Just a single. Single for Matt Short to open him up. I think I can see that. I can't see that, and I'm not like you. And I can't see it. I'm completely sober. I have to really look in and squint. It's interesting that they're putting Perry in. He is super young, and that is interesting that they're putting him straight away. But Perry coming into Chris Lynn. Linsanity, and there's the pressure right there. That's a wide 4. 5 free runs for the Adelaide Strikers, a wide 4, and that's what happens when you put the young lad in. Just zoom in the screen. Thank you, Lagan. I'm currently streaming a game right now, so I'm probably not going to zoom in on the screen. Riley says, go Strikers. Yeah, they're looking good here, Riley's. They're looking good. Looking good. 6 runs off the first ball because they had that 5. It was actually a 5-run wide. Oh, that's right, of course. Of course it was. It got 4 plus also the wide. Of course it was a 5-run wide. So 6 runs off their first 2 balls, effectively. 154 runs needed from 118 balls. That should be chomped up pretty quickly. Sydney Sixers would need to have a bowling masterclass here to save their batters. Bowling masterclass. Masterclass. Next ball. Oh, big swing. And the Lynn show. Linsanity has started with a 4. Huge. Let's try and look at picks. I'm doing my best. Trying. Maybe need glasses. Jay, a ghillie suit in the footy season with glasses. Jay would love the old ghillie suit. He'd love it. He would love it. So a boundary there for Chris Lynn. And they're already at 10 runs off the first 3 balls. This could get ugly. It could get ugly. And probably will get ugly. And Lynn just whacks that one into the ground. That should be just a single. Yeah, it is. Just a single. 11 runs now with the first 4 balls for Perry. Come on, Matty Short. Whack a 6. You must get like bonus points. You must get bonus points in Supercoach for 6s and 4s that are hit rather than just like singles and 2s. Like you get your 1 point per 1 point, but I'm pretty certain you must get an extra bonus for 6s and 4s because Josh Philippi got a bunch of 4s and really just exploded in it from like a 50 score to 147, which is basically about 100 points he got today, and that's off double. And Josh Philippi is the wiki, so it'd be huge if he can get a couple of catches in the slips today. Not the slips, yeah, as the wiki. Isn't it a bloke coming out of the water with seaweed? That's Jay, mate. That's Jay. That's too funny. That is too funny. Strikers need 148 from 115 balls. A bloke coming out of the water with seaweed. Oh, up in the air. Jeez, Lynn, that was dangerous. That's the first over down. 12 runs off it. Yeah, shit, some seaweed. 148 from 114. Jeez, that was dangerous for Lynn, though. Went up in the air. There was chance. Lagging looks like a minion. I don't even know what Laggings is. Oh, it is one of the Minion dudes, isn't it? Fun fact for you, I've actually never watched the Minion movies. I've seen Moana a billion times. I've never watched the Minion movies. And also, fun fact for you, I never watched Frozen because luckily my daughter was not born by the time Frozen came out. Or I think she might have been born, but she was too young for it or something like that. I can't remember. When did Frozen come out? She was born in 2016. When did Frozen come out? She kind of just got to the movie age when Moana came out. And obviously we're in Fiji, so. You're a freak, Blaze. I'm not. No, I'm not. I prefer sport movies. Or I prefer intellectual movies. I don't care for Minions. 2013, yes, she wasn't born yet. She wasn't born yet. You would have only been about 2 years old at that time, though, Logan. 2015, the second. She wasn't even born by the second time. You haven't? No, I haven't, Jacko. No, I never did. Never saw Despicable Me. Again, I'm more into movies like Moneyball, Draft Day, Remember the Titans, Interstellar, Dark Knight, those kind of movies. Shutter Island was good. Ah, Matty Short. That's a huge shot for a 6. I think he's got that. I think that goes over the boundary. Yep, it is. It's a 6 for Matty Short. That's huge. He's on 8. Big shot by the big man. Big shot. But like, I can watch it. I don't mind watching it. I like all kinds of movies. I just hate horror. I'm never a horror person. I feel like the world is scary enough as it is. That was only 65 meters, but got 6. I feel like the world is scary enough as it is, so I don't need to scare myself watching movies. And I just don't like watching people bleed. I just have no interest in it. Psychological thrillers are cool because it makes you think. That's a beautiful shot from Matty Short for a boundary. Okay, he looks like he's on here. That's a 4 for Matt Short. And he'll be on 12. My first one pops out in the 8th of Jan. Having a boy. Well, Brenton, I know a name for you, boy. Do you want a suggestion? I can give you a suggestion. And that suggestion is Kiana. That suggestion is Kiana. Great Kiana Kinney name. I was 5 when it was released. In 2012, what was I? I would have been going on 18. We had Jason Freddy. It's only a movie. I know it's only a movie. That's a wide. So it'll be 0 for 23. I know it's only a movie. It's just not my interest. I'd rather be thinking about. I love Shutter Island, which is, a psychological thriller. And there are certain movies that are great that I'll still watch. I just have no interest. I had a bad experience when I was younger. I can speak about it. When I was younger and I was like 20 and my mates were all smoking. So we were all, on a different planet and they all wanted to watch a scary movie. And I said, I don't really want to watch a scary movie, to be fair. And they all said, nah, we're watching it. So they put on some real, it was like a true story, but it was a horror movie. And they all fell asleep immediately. I didn't. So I was the only one who had to sit up and see it there. And I was terrified. It terrified the living shit out of me because you understand when you're in that state. It's a big reason actually why I don't do it anymore. But it freaked the living shit out of me. So since then, I've always hated horror movies and scary movies. Shutter Island is a fantastic movie, Jay. Fantastic. Keanu Reeves. No, Keanu Kinney, Brenton. Keanu Kinney. Fortunately, you lose the jeopardy there. So Matt Short on strike. Big swing, big miss. So Ben Dwarshoes, by the way, Jacko, killing it. He's already given up 11 runs for the first 4 balls. Killing it. Huge. He's given up 11 runs in 4 balls. With a wide. Did you take the over-under? Because right now he's got a wide, so there's 4 more. The over and under was 5.5. He's got 4 to go over. Yeah, Shutter Island was fantastic. I love those open-ended, really interesting question movies. I guess like Inception is another one. Good delivery there, but that'll go for a single for short, so Lynn will come back on strike. You've never seen Shutter Island, Sean? Mate, watch that. Leonardo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo. Real interesting, man. Are you talking about Billy Stanley of the Hobart Hurricanes, Jay? He'll be on tomorrow. How tall is he? He'd probably be about 6'5", I reckon. 6'5", 6'6", maybe. Tall bloke. Next bowl. Oh, big swing, big miss from Lynn. 136 runs needed from 108 balls. Yeah, you've definitely got to see Shutter Island, Sean. If you and to be fair, if anyone here hasn't seen Interstellar, you need help. Look 7 foot. I'll go have a look. How tall is he? Billy Stanley height. He is 2.40 meters. 2.04 meters, sorry. He is 6'6", basically 6'7". He's 6'9". He's basically 6'7". So yeah, he's above. Close enough to 7. In between the 6'6" that I was saying. And, well, I basically got it right. Try asking ChatGPT for names, but no success. I reckon Blaze. Blaze is a good name. Yeah, just like a real masculine name, that. Like a real kind of pure masculine name, that. And that's going to be a single for Matt Short. He'll be on 14. 25 runs for the Strikers in the first 2 overs. I was 9 when Details dropped. Mate, that's a movie. Now, that's a movie. That is an actual movie. What's some other big ones? 135 from 107 needed. So Chris Lynn, He's on 5 from 5 balls. The Lynn Show. Lynn Sanity. And that's going to go down for a single. No, for 2. Yeah, I'll get 2. Brenton, why did you say gone? Are we about to see a wicket? Am I really far behind? Because if there's a wicket on this next ball, Brenton, you're getting like a 10-minute timeout, mate. That was 2 leg byes. I know you've retracted your message there. Now, you'll get a 5-minute timeout, but there better not be a wicket on this next ball, Brenton. Up in the air. Oh, you are a clown. You are a clown. He is gone. Time him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'll click on go live, but you are gone for 5 minutes. Jay, get this man out of here for 5 minutes. I was pretty far behind. You need a refresh. Yep, I need a refresh, and you're getting timed out. All right, well, Lynn Show gone. Sanger in. And Edwards gets a wide immediately upon the new man in. I was pretty far behind, to be fair, but with that being said, let me know. Let me know. Next ball. And, ooh. No run. 2.4. What's some other movies like Shutter Island? I want to watch one. I love those kind of movies. There was a movie that they tried to get similar to Inception a couple of years after it, or maybe 5 years after it, and it just didn't work as much. It wasn't as good as Inception. You've been about 2 balls behind for 10 minutes. Dwarshu's over was already over when you brought up the wide. Hi, Jacko. Why didn't you let me know? Why don't you just tell me to refresh? Inception was shit. I didn't mind it. I don't think it was as good as everyone made it out to be, but I thought it was good. I still think it was good. Lagan says, can you refresh the batting on the screen? It's on the 6s. Oh, for gosh sake, have a look at you guys, you know? Have a look at you guys. Lagging of all people. Lagging was the one to tell me to switch up the screen. Oh my gosh, have a look at you guys. It's all your fault. Never mind. What do you think? This is a professional stream or something? Is it a professional stream or something? Come on, you know? What do you think? I'm Ray Hadley? Papa Grosh? Gee whiz, I tell you. Got to do Jay's job. Ben says, hey, it's too hot in Adelaide that I'm tiring out. Oh, you're tiring out, are you, Ben? You're tiring out. You are tiring out. Fair enough. What a big day. All right, so Edwards, he's given up 4 runs in this over. He's 1 for 2, but he's given up a wide and 2 leg byes. That is fair, Jay. It's about time Lagan did something useful. And up in the air from Sanger. Is there a catch coming in? No, it's going to go for 4. It's going to go for 4. Well, at least that wicket brings the Sixers back into the game here. It's a massive uphill task they've got here to keep them under 160. But at least that wicket is huge. They need to get Matt Short out. They need to get him out. Three fours, 1-6. Big one there from Sanger. Tiring out too. You're tiring out, John. A lot of cricket, to be fair. If you've been watching cricket all day, I can understand why you'd be tired out too. And if you'd been at work, to be fair. But I'm still going to make you sympathise for me more. But no, if the Sixers want to win, they have to keep Matt Short for a low total under 30. If they keep him under 30, that's still 16 runs, give or take for him. So under 30 would be pretty sweet. Because the thing is, as well, once this stream finishes, I don't actually get to go to bed straight away. I've got to set up the streams for tomorrow. Fox Win has Striker at 72%, Sixers at 28%. 5 gold stars for you. Oh no, that's a setup. Is that a setup, Jay? That could be a good setup, to be fair. And that'll be a dot ball for Matt Short. That would have been a beautiful setup for a 5-minute. That would have been a brilliant setup for that. So Hayden Kerr is bowling his first over here. Just to confirm, are we live, guys? Are we live, or are we 3 years behind? Gee whiz. Are we live, or are we 3 years behind right now? Matt Short, 14 from 9. Sanger, 4 from 3. We're live? Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Ben. Yeah. And single, close enough to run out. Good fielding there, actually, to stop that from being a couple misfield. They need 127 runs from 100 balls. What I did notice today is our mate Harrison disappeared. I can't wait for Duckett's innings. I need to see if Duckett goes out for a duck. That'd be so beautiful, man. Not even because I don't like Duckett. Like I have no thought process, no emotion towards Duckett at all. But if Duckett goes through a duck, it'd be so funny because he was telling us that he's getting a ton. But if he gets a ton, then we're all in the shit. Then we're gonna have to really put on. Been sanding down concrete with a 9-inch cup grinder all day than cricket. Ooh, nice shot from Sanger just for a single. Jeez, a hard runner, but 126 from 99. Duckett, Brisbane Heat legend, massive legend. 6 seconds is better than nothing. Oh, Ben, I don't know what's going on here. First we had Lagan talking about Babar opening his legs, and now you're saying 6 seconds is better than nothing? Very interesting people in this comment section. Very, very intriguing. All right. Hayden Kerr. Over the top from Short. He's gone. This could actually be a game here. Matt Short is out for 15. He's knocked that back into the man, and he is caught. It's 2 for 34. We actually may see a pretty quality game right now. Strikers need 126 runs from 98 balls, but Matt Short, and actually, whatever happened to Darcy Short? What happened to Darcy Short? Darcy Short, he's 35. Okay, it was the end of his career, maybe. I just look at move as an opportunity to have a fresh start, and hopefully I can contribute to and get some wins on the board. Short isn't a stranger to Adelaide, having previously played for Woodville. Okay, so he's playing in like a... Oh, he chose the Strikers. Darcy Short plays for the Strikers. He moved from Hobart to play for the Strikers, but he's not obviously playing. Brent says 5 minutes was harsh in writing an email. Well, no, it was your fault for not telling me how far behind I was. But I tell you what, the Strikers are kind of throwing away a pretty strong lead in this game. 2 for 34. This is a different game now. It's all pressure on. What's his highest score this test? I don't think Duckett's scored more than 30. Maybe like a 30 or 34 or something like that. And that's going to be a double. Look, Mitchell, I take it. Someone give Azam, give me a catch. I need it for my super coach because my super coach team is looking like a man with him with 21 points. He is my lowest score, and that's including Jake Fraser McGurk, who got 24, and that's in one game. Babar's had 2 games. Fraser McGurk's had 1, and Babar's still got less than him. And Babar's an opener. And that'll be hit. Oh, good fielding. The Sixers are fighting their way back into this game, dude. Chase, 125.96. That was a single. 4 overs bowled. Power play done. Did I have Lynn? I definitely did not have Lynn in my super coach. I considered it, funnily enough. I did consider it, but I didn't do it. I had Matt Short, who got 31. Does he have 2 games? No, because the Strikers don't play again till like Monday or something. When do the Strikers play again? Strikers don't play again until next Tuesday. Well, Matt Short's disappointed me greatly. He's disappointed me greatly. He only got 31. Well, that's broken my heart. Babar Azam had a break even of 115. Brother, I need you right now, mate. I need you so bad. I need you really badly, Babar. Come on, mate. He had a massive break even. Okay, Jack Edwards has already got one. End of the power play. And that will be crunched for a 4. That's a huge shot there by Scott. That is a huge shot by Scott. That is Liam Scott, for those unaware. Where's all the Babar fans? Yeah, they're not. If Babar started getting 6s and 4s, dude, and had a really good game, they'd all pump out again. But they know they're getting a bit of a ribbon tickle from the Australians at the moment, especially with the fact that all the Pakistani players are struggling. It's not just Babar, it's Shaheen Afridi for the Brisbane Heat who struggled. It's Mohammed Rizwan who struggled for the Renegades. It's Shadab Khan who was okay at best yesterday against the Hobart Hurricanes for the Thunder. Power play comparison: Strikers 2 for 35, Sixers 1 for 30. So 5 more runs, but 1 extra wicket. This game is close right now. Top ball. Jack Edwards. 5 runs off the over. Let's get a Babar catch. Come on, we love Babar. Who doesn't love Babar? You love Babar, love Babar. We all love Babar. You love Babar, you like Babar, you like Babar, love Babar, we all love Babar. I thought Khan retired a few years ago. Khan? No, Shadab Khan. Shadab. Are you talking about Rashid Khan? That's a different player, mate. And there'll be a change of pace ball. We'll just go for a single for Saga. So 119 runs from 92 balls. Saga says Babar needs to bring the Pakistani groundsman in to fix up the pitch, but pretty much he does need the groundsman to fix up the pitch. But with that being said, India is very well known for doctoring the Ahmedabad pitch in the ODI final, and yet we still absolutely romped them with Travis Head. Still slaughtered them on their own doctored pitch in front of 100,000. No, it was 130,000, 120,000, whatever the Ahmedabad Stadium has, 120 or 130,000. Smacked them. And that was in front of billions of people on international TV. Yeah, Rashid Khan is who you're talking about, Brenton. Single there for Liam Scott. He's on 7. 118 runs needed from 91 balls. And you cheat in every sport. And that's the funny thing, Jacko. When they came for their test series, Virat was calling us sandpaper. Like Virat Kohli himself was saying sandpaper to the fans and to the cameras. And you had, all the Indians coming out and calling sandpaper, sandpaper, sandpaper. You're just like, bro, really? You are insulting us for cheating. No, it's not. We are the only country who held our team and players accountable for their actions. Yet they come at us when they literally sucked and whinged to get Sachin Tendulkar away from a match-fixing ban. He was banned, and then they protested or some shit to get him to be allowed to play. It's dog shit, man. It's dog shit. She's still playing, but he's playing the IPL. Oh, is he? Where's he playing the IPL, Mitchell? Rashid's Afghani, isn't he? Is he from Afghanistan? Where is he from? I feel like he's Afghanistan. That's a single there for the Strikers. Rashid Khan. Yeah, Afghani. Yeah. He was at the Strikers. Are you sure? It says 2017 to present is Band-i Armia Dragons. I'm sure you're right. Check, he's played for a lot of teams. Kabul Eagles, Maratha Arabians, MI Emirates, Miss Ainak, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Is he at the Hyderabad now? Or Gujarat Titans? So he's played with the Barbados Tridents. He's either at the Gujarat Titans or the Sunrisers Hyderabad, if that's true. He was so good when he first landed in the BBL. He was the guy, dude. He could bat and he could bowl. He was the guy. Next bowl. Oh, swing, miss. There's no edge there, but it is a wide. 115 runs from 88 balls remaining. This is going to be an interesting chase, dude. This is not an easy chase anymore. He was a gun. Dude, he honestly made Australians watch. Not a lot of Australians, but he made Australians watch. People knew of Rashid Khan, even though, they didn't care about cricket, but they still knew about him. The promo, the marketing was really good. His PR was really good. That's going to be a top ball. Had such an unorthodox bowling action. Yeah, and he could hit. Didn't they have him in like 3 or 4? As a prime time bowler, I'm pretty certain they put him in the 3 or 4. Jagger says there's a lot of info out there, not just cricket, being done for bribery in both major sports. They play hockey and cricket. Also been done for age fraud and doping in track and fields. I'm not surprised, Jacko. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to agree with you. Oh my gosh, my friend's a clown. Best Sport 2.0. He's a good mate of mine. He tells me in the middle of the world, like obviously as that's going to be a good shot there for a single. As you guys know, I'm a Cubs fan. Chicago Cubs, the baseball. You guys know that. I speak about that. There's literal evidence of me going to my first game for it. So I'm a Cubs fan. In the middle of the World Series, I know this guy speaks to this guy every day. Middle of the World Series tells me he's a Dodgers fan since like 2007 or something like that. And I said, Jack, bullshit, nothing. Are you a Dodgers fan? We speak every day. I've spoken to him about the Cubs. He has never once brought up the Dodgers. He, in fact, brings up the Dodgers mid-World Series saying that he's a big fan of the Dodgers. Also a Patriots fan. He is a Toronto Raptors fan, to be fair to him, at the very least. I would question if it was before or after the Kawhi championship, but he does say it was because of Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan, which makes sense. That's going to be slipped in behind for probably 2 here. Yeah, it will be 2. So it'll be Sanger on 9. And now he's messaged me saying that he's a Hobart Hurricanes fan. The guy's from Coffs Harbour. He's from Coffs Harbour. I think he even said something about Buddy Jacko's Chelsea. You know what I mean? Like, I love the guy, but he's a muppet. And I hope he's watching. I hope he's watching. Because I'll voice message him the exact same wording right after the stream finishes. Next bolt. And that is going to be getting through for a single. Sounds like a latte sipper. Jay, he is a Roosters fan. Best 1210 is a Roosters fan. He's from Coffs Harbour, but he is a Roosters fan. No, Brenton. He is, he lives on the Gold Coast. He's lived on the Gold Coast most of his life, but he's from Coffs Harbour. I don't know how you get Hobart. I don't know how it's possible to get Hobart Hurricanes. I don't know how it's possible. Logan says Coffs Harbour has he's defo off his rocker. I actually like Coffs. I've slept in my car at Coffs before. On my way down to Newcastle, I decided to stay overnight at the beach there in my car. So Fox win is 65% for the Strikers, 35% for the Sixers, 2 for 49. It's the Strikers. They need 111 runs from 84 balls. It's actually really comfortable. Waking up and just walking out to the beach was actually really nice. It was during the winter, but it was really nice. Kind of scary, though. Kind of scary parking in a car park that was actually illegal to park your car and sleep in overnight. But I did it. Kind of creepy. But I had a great sleep. And then I woke up to watch us get pumped by the Knights at McDonald's Stadium, which happens every year except for 2025. Don't forget that, Brenton. Don't forget that. You're only as good as your last game, buddy. Only as good as your last game. Next bowl, swing miss. Next, he'll be a Bengaluru fan in the IPL. He doesn't care about the IPL. He doesn't really care about cricket. He's doing this to take the piss out of me, mate. He doesn't watch cricket at all. Actually, no, sorry. Here's the kicker. You'll love this. This is the kicker. I spoke about this in the last test. This guy is an English cricket fan. Best Sport 2.0 is from Coffs Harbour. He's Australian. He is an English cricket fan. He does not like the Australian team. He does not support any Australian national team. That is the kicker. That's a single there for Scott. He's on 10, 251. Greg Martin says, I slept in my car in Coffs. What a sentence. I did. It was actually quite comfortable. Because I had the ability to pay for a hotel, or an Airbnb, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to see what it felt like to sleep in my car. I went down to Kmart and I bought a blow-up mattress, one of those tent blow-up mattress things, and I bought things to cover the windows and whatnot. It was really interesting, and I obviously brought my pillow. That's gonna be no run, big swing, big miss. Well, he hits it, but just nothing. Only as good as your last Magic Round game. Who did we play at Magic Round this year? I don't even know who we played at Magic Round this year. I'd normally be able to tell you, just not tonight. Raising the Gold Coast bloke is probably a New South Wales fan. I actually don't know who Best Sports in Origin. I think it is probably New South Wales. That'd be a single there for Sanger. It's again 12 from 13. Smart. Jacko, I don't know if supporting the English cricket team is smart. I'll ask the English fans tomorrow like Carl. We'll ask Carl if he thinks that it's smart supporting the English cricketing team. So it's been 16 balls since the last boundary, by the way. Adelaide are struggling to get some runs here. We beat the Bunnies. That's fantastic. But who did we play? Up in the air. Doesn't drag enough. It actually goes for 6. I think that actually just went for a 6. Yeah, it did. That's a 6 for the Strikers. 258. There was a player out there, but he just wasn't around that area. Titans played the Dogs. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, that didn't happen. No. I choose to remember the last game. You're only as good as your last game against the Titans at McDonald-Jones Stadium. So if you haven't played them there at McDonald-Jones Stadium, that's your problem. Last time the Titans played the Knights at McDonald-Jones Stadium, we actually came back from 20-0 down to win that game 24-20. AJ Brimson scored a try. So we're the only good team in the comp, actually, based on that metric. This winning England probably has to be the worst decision there is. All right, so it's going to be Johan coming in for his first over, his first bowl. Target of 160. It's 258. 2 for 58 with the Strikers. They need 102 more runs. It's smart if you want crippling depression. Look valid, Jacko. That's a valid thought process. Oh, he connects with it, but geez, that could have been bowled right away. Wasn't an AI game, Brenton. One of the greatest games of all time, actually. People will remember that game for decades, centuries, maybe. People remember Alexander the Great, but they'll actually think it was AJ Brimson. And they'll know it was AJ Brimson. Oh, big shot up in the air. Could be caught, though. Is caught. Gone. Sanger's out. 3 for 58. That is gone. And the Sixers are well and truly back in this game. 3 for 58. The Strikers still need 102 runs from 76 balls. But they've really found it a struggle to get over the top of them. And Chauhan has not given up a run yet. He's got 1 wicket, no runs given up. Wait a second. Mitchell's removed a comment here. Oh, wait. Laggett says Titans only as good as their last game. Who did they play round 27? We won. We won against the Tigers, mate. What? What do you mean? We won our round 27 game. What are you trying to say? I don't even understand what you're trying to say there. We won. Yeah, we won. So thank you for adding, Lagan. Thank you for adding that into it. All right, so Jeff Chauhan, 1 wicket from 2 balls, no runs given up. I don't know if he was trying to sledge Mitchell or if he was trying to sledge me. Because if he sledged me, it was awful. That's not going to be... No, it's not an LBW. It's missing leg. It's missing leg. We were down 28-12 at half time, but we won the game 36-28. So it's a pretty fun game. I was in Malaysia for that. That was awesome. That was a stab at Mitchell. I don't think he was thinking it was a stab at Mitchell. That's why I thought Mitchell timed out for that, but... Stupid insult. So that'll be a single there for Ross. Alex Ross. Great last name. Great last name, Ross. Roscoe. Alex Ross. Great last name. It was overdue to say something stupid. When doesn't he say something stupid, Joe? Three for 59, 1 for 1 for Chauhan. And no run. I don't know if the Strikers win this game, dude. I really don't think they do. I don't think their batting is deep enough. The Sixers are actually going to tie it up at 1-1. Maybe the poll was right. Maybe that's a no run. I don't think the Strikers' batting is deep enough. Once you get past Chris Lynn, Matt Short, and Jason Sangha, like Liam Scott and Ross can bat, but if you go through one of these guys, they're in trouble, dude. Then you're into Overton, Nielsen, Luke Wood. Oh, dude, you're in trouble, Strikers. They're currently at 65% to win, but I'm telling you, their batting depth is not that significant. Strikers need 101 runs from 72 balls. The runs to ball count isn't that bad, but it's just the depth. Yeah, Strikers are 55%, Sixers are 45% on the win viz. Next bolt. Big swing, but straight at the fielder. Good field placement. 100 runs from 71 balls. Good couple of games these last couple of days. Good couple of games. Cheeky, son. Cheeky. 8.1 overs bowled. Nearly halfway. At the drinks break, I'm going to quickly run to the bathroom actually as well between the 10th over and the back end. Oh, that's a 6. See you later. That's gone. That's out of here. That's out of here. That's out of here, son. That's a 6 from Scott. That's massive. 3 for 66. Liam Scott goes boomba-clat, son. Boomba-clat. Goes boomba-clat. 4 4s, 3 6s, and that is a huge 6 for Liam Scott. I think that's probably going to go about 85? 79. 79 metres. 79 metres. Next bowl from Kurt. And that's just going to be knocked in behind for a single. 22 likes. Again, man, this is our first season being consistent with cricket. So if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button, yeah, hit the like button. But I don't expect a huge amount on BBL. Because it is our first kind of time going around here. But I'm looking to be a lot more consistent with cricket. As you guys can see, I am streaming everything at the moment. All cricket. And then once the BBL and stuff finish, I've got the World Cup and we will keep up to date with all the Australian cricket throughout the year. Even when the NRL season is on. Just not when NRL games are on, but even when the NRL season is on. So the required run rate is 8.12. The run rate currently is 7.85. Strikers are behind. They are behind. That was meant to be a jab at Mitch, by the way. I don't know. I don't know if it was, or you're just jumping onto that bandwagon now that we've spoken about it. I don't know. Yeah, Sean does prove earlier what happens when you don't hit that like button. That's going to be a no run. The Sixers are doing well here, man. They are finding a way to win this game when all hope did look lost. 8.5 overs bowled. No cheating was. I know what happened in that game. Well, Mitchell, what's your thoughts on this situation? Have you got any intriguing thoughts on the situation? Spencer's going to try and make noise in the FIFA World Cup. 1 second. That's a big shot, but there's a man out there. Oh, goes over the top of him for a 6. He got some power behind that. There was a man out there on the boundary, but they will get a 6. And now the Strikers are starting to claw their way Back away from the Sixers. Look, Australia are in a group that is very winnable. It is very winnable. You can win the group. Turkey will be tough if Turkey are the ones who qualify. But USA, all their media guys talking like Australia and ETB clowns. Have no idea what they're talking about. Just some ego talking. It's a very winnable group. I do think Turkey win it if they make it. But Australia should never have qualified for the round of 16 in Qatar when we beat out Denmark or Tunisia. Like, we beat out Denmark, which is a huge nation for, like, football. They only care about football. Football's not a massive nation here. Football's not a massive sport in this country. And Tunisia, all they care about is football. And other little sports, but nothing like football, right? So the amount of investment and the amount of what they're able to achieve is much more expected. Denmark were a potential to win the group, people were saying. Now, obviously, France were the ones to win the group, and they ended up making the World Cup final. The only two teams we lost to in that World Cup were the two finalists, France and Argentina. We led France 1-0 in the first 20 minutes. Yes, we lost 4-1, but we gave it a good crack for a team that was expected to lose 7-0, 6-0, 5-0 kind of deal. And then you go to the Denmark game where we were 2.5 underdogs, so they were expected to win by about 3 goals. We won 1-0. And with Tunisia, we did what we needed to do as well. So you can never underestimate the Aussies when it comes to the World Cup, but the only issue is that they kind of go on, off, on, off, on, off. They were great in 2006 and got robbed by Italy. Awful in 2010. I think they were okay in 2014. Not good 2018, 2020, very good. So they kind of go on and off, so this might be their off, but I look forward to it. Next ball. And that will be a single for Alex Ross, who will be on 5. 83 runs from 63 balls is needed. At 231 poll votes, at least 25% is expected. Yeah, you would like to see. You would like to see a few more likes. We'll try and get to 30 by the end of the stream at the very least. We'll get to 30 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Single for Scott. He'll be on 30. Need 82 runs from 62 balls. But if I tell you what, if one of these guys get out, or both these guys get out, strikers will find this very tough. They don't have a good depth in the batting lineup. Swing. Single for Ross. No, 4. Wow, there was no fielder out there. I was expecting a fielder to come through, but that's a boundary for Ross. And he'll be on 9. Sports Science is definitely won't be coming home in 2026. Well, there is English fans here. Let's see what they have to say about that. Probably agree. Jacko says Freddie Mercury's long lost cousin Ben Dorshes. You really don't like Benny Dorshes, do you? All right, single for the Strikers. There'll be 77 runs needed from 60 balls. The Strikers should win this game from me. They should, but you just need, if there's a wicket or two here for Scott and Ross. Oh, drinks break. Okay, I'm going to run up to the bathroom, guys. Thumbs up, subscribe, keep getting involved in the chat. Tell Lagan that his team's shit. I'll be back in a second. All right, we're back. Like your team shit. All right, let's go. So it says Socceroos just need one superstar to turn soccer football around in this country. I call it football. I know it's called soccer in Australia. I think they need more than that, man. I think they need more than that. You know, Timmy Cahill was our superstar. Harry Kuehl was fantastic back in the day. Marky Schwarzer in goal. You know, that was the prime time. Harry Kuehl, Mark Viduka, Timmy Cahill, Marky Schwarzer. You know, we have good players, but nothing spectacular. And I just don't know if we have the capability to have a spectacular because our investment goes towards rugby league in Queensland, New South Wales, and ACT, whilst in Tasmania, South Australia, Western Australia, and Victoria is all into AFL, and then AFL and NRL is split in Northern Territory. There will be a no run here for Alex Ross. 10.1 overs gone. They still need 77 runs from 59 balls. But they're bowling again. Oh my god, am I behind? Okay. Okay, we'll get back on. Oh, well, there's a 4. Just as I've gone live, there is a 4 for Liam Scott. Yeah, you just have to remind me when it does go behind. I don't know why it goes behind because it hasn't been freezing up for me tonight, so I'm really interested in why it goes behind. Sneaky lag and diss on the way back to his seat. Jacko, if you're here for NRL streams, you understand it. But Lagan gets it. He knows it's all just banter and shit talk, but like he gives it a good one during the NRL season. He gives it, so that's why he gets slapped by a majority of people. Oh, nicked in behind, but it will go away for good fielding by the Sixers. So we'll say just a 2. But yeah, no, we were a little bit behind, but we're live now, so it's 3 for 90. Yeah, like I said, like we've done cricket for years, but we only usually do tests. This year, I'm doing BBL plus we're doing the test plus. I'm going to get into the one days and T20s and whatnot. I do want to take a bit of a bigger step in 2000. Like next year's a massive year for rugby league with the Rugby League World Cup and Origin and Vegas and NRL season, and we had a huge year this year for NRL, so we're going to take a big step with that anyway. But I do want to add in another sport on a consistent basis, so we are bringing in cricket. Was there a soccer player named Archie Thompson? Yeah, he was good. I had an interview with him. I spoke with him for about a good hour and a half on this channel ages ago. I think I got a pick with him when I played soccer as a young'un. Yeah, no, good bloke, mate. Good bloke. He came on the channel for a good hour. We had a chat. Archie Thompson, he scored like 11 goals against American Samoa. Tomorrow night, Stars versus the Hurricanes. Got a couple of super coaches in that one. Tuchel's going to slap them up. So they're actually at a pretty similar rate. The Strikers are actually behind where the Sixers were. The Strikers are 3 for 91. They're actually behind where the Sixers were. Oh, close. Sean slapped him. You know, Archie Thompson was good. That's why I call him Lag and I don't read his full name out most of the time. Single there for Liam Scott to be on 38. No, that's where like shit gets hot because we obviously have a lot more people watching for our NRL streams and whatnot. Like you might have heard today, like we had thousands watching for Origin and the grand final and whatnot. But we'll get there one day with cricket. We'll get there one day. The only difference is you bring in a lot of international non-English speakers. That's up in the air. That should be caught. I don't think that's a 6. I think it should be caught. And, he's got him. And he's brought the game back on here for the Sixers. It's 4 for 92. Ross is gone. Great last name, but unfortunately, cricketer, he is gone. All right, 68 runs from 51 balls for the Strikers. Can they do it? This is going to be a close finish here. My dad used to live up in Leeds, supported the Rhinos. Okay, that's the only relation I have to the rugby. So in Australia, we call it rugby league because there's rugby union, rugby league. We call rugby union rugby, and we call rugby league to separate the two. So when you speak to Aussies, if you say the word rugby, they'll assume you're talking about union. But if you say league or NRL or whatnot, they'll think, obviously, league. All right, so that is the catch. Yeah, Babar should have caught that. Where's Babar? I want to get some points. His super coach is killing me right now. But he's going to lose so much money in super coach that I have to keep him in for next week. I have to. So Jamie Overton. This is going to be an interesting finish here, man. This is going to be a real interesting finish. But also, Brenton, Ben Barber does not play. He was a league player, Brenton. Ben Barber does not actually play in this game for the Sixers, so he couldn't have got a caught there. He couldn't have got a caught, couldn't have got a catch there. 68 runs from 51 balls. Here comes the chase. They've got 6 wickets to get it. And that will be hit down for a single for Jamie Overton. Might even be 2 if they run hard. No, just a single. Yeah, they'll put Scott back on strike, of course. How does Liam Scott go about now? Football, cricket, NBA, a bit of tennis too. That's my main sports. Yeah, I've done the NBA before, but it's just so hard to have a life and do NBA and rugby league. And you need to have a life too, you know. I know I travel the world and I travel a lot, but there's no kind of point if I'm doing that because then my day gets consumed by NBA and then my night gets consumed by rugby league. I used to do a bit of football too, but it's just impossible really to do. You want to do so many sports, but you can't. It's not possible. You need to be able to live a life too. Albion no run. Required run rate is 8.08. They're currently at 7.83. Required run rate is actually 8.25 now, so they're about 0.40 behind the required run rate. Good chase. Boxing UFC. Love a bit of boxing. Actually, how'd Timmy Zoo go? Oh, his fight probably won't start for another hour, actually. Tim Zoo. What time will Tim Zoo hit the ring for the comeback bout versus dangerous American Anthony Velasquez? What time? Expecting their ring walks happen after 9:30 p.m. So that would have already happened. So the fight must. Tim Zoo still hasn't gone yet. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for letting me know. Ben Bubba didn't play AFL, mate. He played bouquet. Which is a niche little sport in Kazakhstan. Should be around 10:30 p.m. Okay, so in 25 minutes' time. We'll still be on then. We'll still be live. You have to keep me updated. So Strikers are 60%, Fox win, and Sixers are 40%. Again, the runs to ball count isn't my concern. It's the lack of depth in regards to their batting lineup. So with 6 wickets, they can't have Liam Scott go. Liam Scott has to stay in. He has to kill it. Ben Barber was a pocket rocket. Some interesting comments tonight from you folks. A little pocket rocket. All right, next bowl from Perry. He's got 20 runs in 2.1 overs. And that could be 2. It is going to be 2 here for Overton. So it'll be 63 runs and 46 balls. To keep this game alive, they need to get Liam Scott out. They need to get him out. Yeah, that's right. They still haven't used their surge. That is in their back pocket. Next ball from Perry. Oh, swing and a miss. 63 from 45. Every dot ball is massive for the Sixers at this point. Every dot ball is massive. To be honest, though, I guess we'll gauge the viewership for the English Super League. Like, I'm not going to be sitting up at 2 a.m. in the morning if we've got like 3 people watching. That's with all due respect. But like with the amount of content that I produce here on BKR Sport, I just won't be sitting up till 2 in the morning for a league that I don't watch. I'm interested to get into it, but if we have enough viewers and stuff like that, I'll stick around for it. Oh, that's a wide. That's a wide freebie there for the Strikers. But I'm not going to be up because like I'm passionate about NRL. So I'll be up at 3 a.m. if I have to watch the NRL. But I don't know anything about the Super League. So I'm doing that to change it up. But it will simply depend on viewership. It will. How did you end up in front of me? How good is Foxtel? I don't understand, Mitchell. Most of the time I'm behind you guys, and sometimes in front of you guys, and then I'm at the same time. It's all over the shop. I don't do anything. But it's smooth tonight. It's nice. Good shot, but there's a man in the boundary single. Overton on 4. 4 for 99. Which team would have had the least changes for next year? Titans. Oh, Kieran Foran's gone, I guess. Titans is a good shout, mate. Strikers next to bat, Nielsen, Wood, and Ali. Let me see. Have I got... Yeah, let's move this batting. We're going to move the batting lineup down a little bit so you can see the rest of the guys coming in. And that will be a single there for the Strikers. They're just kind of plodding along with some singles right now. Beat the Sydney Singles in their own game. 4 for 100. 60 runs from 43 balls. There should be enough viewers considering you're getting the English in for the Ashes. Yeah, but the English don't really care about the Super League this one. As we're talking about with Jacko here. You know, the English don't really care. The North do. And I guess we've got a few English fans. We do have a few English fans who watch rugby league. Like, for example, Jack Lewis. We've got Daniel Bate. We do have some English fans here who are from England and watch rugby league in general. I don't know if they care about the Super League, though. I know they care about the NRL. I don't know how much they would actually care about the Super League either. Seb Watson, I know him. Oh, big shot from Overton. And it's gone for 6. For mine, if Overton's hitting that should be it. That should be done and dusted for mine. Jamie Overton. Maybe Peter Overton. Who's the best Aussie boxer right now? Probably Jai, right? Yeah, probably Jai Pataya. Like, it was Timmy Zoo until he had a fall off from Grace. But that was kind of an overhyping based off of his father, Kostya. And Nikita, hopefully we can see it kind of turn into something. But I doubt it. But yeah, it would be Jai Pataya. Who was the other one that fought Paul Gow? There was another boxer who fought Paul Gow. Or Justice Hooney, but he fell off a wagon, didn't he? Where did Justice Hooney go? So that's going to be a power surge here for the Strikers. They will bring it underway. The power surge being hit by the Adelaide Strikers. My mate spars and trained with him on the Central Coast for years, yeah? That bloke who always goes on about his children lives in Manly too. Yeah, Gary. Get around, Gaz. The NRL was too long ago. I've got his name. Yeah, it's Gary. I think the Sixers need a wicket quietly. Yeah, they need Scott gone. They absolutely need Scott gone, even though Overton says 6. And that's a 4. I don't see the Sixers winning this game, guys. 4 for 110. They would need a miracle, the Sixers. We did see a near miracle last night for the Thunder against the Hurricanes. But right now it's Liam Scott. He's putting him to the sword, 45 from 28. Actually, Gaz might be in Manly now. Didn't he? Oh, he said he's going to go to the SCG test, and maybe he's not there until like January. I don't know, but he's going to the guy. I love the bloke who always goes on about his kids, his children that lives in Manly. That'll be a single there, good fielding. No, it's going to be a 2. Oh, he might be gone here. This is close. He might be gone from a run out here. This is very close. Oh, Gaz is in Manly at the moment. Fair enough. I thought the dive was a little bit late here. This is going to be a really close. Who is it? I think it might be Overton. No, actually, it would be Scott. Here we go. Oh, I think he's in. Unless the bat's up, but I'm pretty certain he's in. It just took a little bit too long to be able to gather the ball. I just need to see if that bat's up, but I'm pretty certain the bat's up. Yeah, bat is grounded. Yeah, bat's grounded. Jeez, that was very close, though. Hooney went on a 7-game winning streak. A 7-game winning streak in boxing, did he? It's boxing games, is it? Hooney went on a 7-game winning streak. 7-fight winning streak. Before losing in June to Fabio Wardley, who also just beat Joseph Parker a month ago. Damn, I tell you what, the Kiwis are really disappointed in Joseph Parker, eh? Valid. But he's gone through some real significant criticism at the moment. A chance of run out there, but they just weren't able to bring in the stump and quick enough up in the air, but it will go for great fielding. Wow. Jordan Silk, he's a good fielder. There'll be 2 there for Liam Scott. He'll be on 49. GB says, what do you think about hockey as a sport? Are you talking about ice hockey or are you talking about field hockey? If you're talking about field hockey, respect it, love it, but can't stream it. I wouldn't be able to stream it. Ice hockey, love it when I'm in America, but I still can't stream it, but I love it when I'm there. Awesome stuff. That's going to be a freebie wide there. The Strikers need 45 runs from 39 balls. Yeah, phenomenal fielding. Jordan Silk is known as a good fielder. Freddie Mercury bowled another wide, bud. Well, he just did. NHL, yeah, no, I would call it. I'm a Blackhawks fan, but I did like being at the Las Vegas Golden Knights. I really respected it because I was sitting in one of the front. I was literally sitting in the front row at the Vegas Golden Knights game, and they went out of their way to make it a really good experience. Here we go. That's up in the air. That should be caught. That should be caught. That should be caught. Oh, it's over the top of him. It's gonna be 2. I might even just do a single. No, it is a 2. So Scott will go to 51. He's very lucky. But yeah, no, when I was at Vegas Golden Knights game, one of the officials came up to me and gave me a game puck. I've still got that game puck. I wonder if I have it here. It might be in my other room. But he gave me an official game puck, and they won 2-0. It was 0-0 going into the third period, and then Vegas Golden Knights just went off and scored 2 against the New Jersey Devils. No, I love the NHL, bro. Big fan, but I can't stream it. I can't. If I was in America, sure. Oh, he's gone. Scott's gone. There you go on 51. All right, 5 for 117. Here we go. Oh, no. Is it actually, Brenton? Is it actually? GB. Yeah, it's so funny that you guys remember these things. He's a Kings fan. Definitely not a Los Angeles Kings fan. Chicago Blackhawks, but a soft spot for the Golden Knights. But that's a big wicket there for Ben Dwarshuis. Jacko willed it over the line. And 43 runs from 37 balls with 5 wickets remaining. Well, maybe this game gets interesting here. Sydney Sixers will win. It's going to be close. The batting depth of the Strikers is not good. Like, the Strikers should win this game from here. They're 43 runs, 37 balls, but their batting lineup is not good depth. So I do worry for them. But I still think the Strikers win, but it's going to come down to the final couple of overs. It's going to be real close. GB, talk to me, son. Talk to me. Well, did we time that guy out? I don't know if it is. Maybe we're getting confused. Maybe he's not. I don't know. You could be right though, Brenton. She says after Nielsen, there's hardly anyone substantial. There's kind of no one substantial now. Like, they're not real. This isn't really a bats as it is. All right, 43 runs from 36 balls. That's a no run. 4, 2, 6, 8, 9 runs there for Dwarshuis. He gives up 9 runs. Oh, it was 10 runs from that over. Sorry. At least he got that Fetty bomb. He was very lucky to get it, though. Could have been caught. Freddie scams another wicket. BBL cars. Get Bryden Cars in the BBL. How about that? Who needs a bowler? Who needs a fast bowler in the BBL? Maybe the Brisbane Heat. I think the Brisbane Heat probably take Bryden Cars over Shaheen Afridi right now. There's another wicket here, and this game will be wide open. Yeah, absolutely. I think if they get rid of Overton, I think the Sixers win if they get rid of Overton now. But they do need to get rid of Overton. But I don't really rate these guys in general. I think they're able to suffice, and I think they should be able to get them over the line for 43 runs, 36 balls. But yeah, it is a serious problem if they bottle this. They should absolutely be winning this, Daz. And no run. 43 runs from 35 balls. But again, though, the Sixers, they are 0-1. If they lose this, they would be 0-2. And their next game is against their rivals, the Sydney Thunder, who gave it a good crack against the Hobart Hurricanes last night. That'll be an interesting game on Saturday. Like I said, Clay Parker's an Aussie. Anyways, yeah, I don't know about that. I actually sat back with him on the way back from... He bought it at Samoa. When I was coming back from Hawaii earlier this year to Fiji, we had to go past Samoa, and that's a wide free run there. So 42 runs, 35 balls. we went past Samoa and the plane had to stop and pick up some people, and he got on. He was sitting next to me up front, which was pretty cool. Joseph Parker, him and his family, coming from Samoa. Brenton says, someone's gone quiet now, guilty of association. I love how you guys remember that, because I would never have remembered that, eh? With that being said, though, if that is, that actually does lead me to believe that GB may actually be an American Englishman. Because he called it hockey. Up in the air. Oh, takes it over the top of that with 4. Good hit from Overton. Because Americans call it hockey. So we call it ice hockey. Because we do have field hockey. But Americans do call it hockey. Because they don't have field hockey. They do, but they don't give a shit about it whatsoever. So if that is the guy, that does make sense. It just makes his comment even more confusing, though. I'd take lagging over a Freddie right now. I don't know about that. Lagging would still bowl probably 80 runs in that 42 runs that Freddie gave up. Oh, big hit. They're going to go for the single. What are they doing throwing that? Okay. The required run rate is at 6.73. The run rate is currently at 8.48. So they are on target here. But they're in risky season. Club in shambles, a bit like the Tigers. Very much like the Tigers. Eight fours, 5 sixes. Surely the Strikers win from here, eh? Surely. Oh, I'll make you crazy. Good song. I reckon I'm a better singer. All right, next bowl here from Jack Edwards. Oh my gosh, that was weird. That wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. Crazy. I make you crazy. I can't get that high pitch. I cannot get that high pitch. Crazy. Just like me. Required run rate 6.94. Nielsen is on strike right now, 5 for 123. 14.4 overs down. They're on target here, the old Strikers, but they're in an interesting situation. Up in the air, He's gone! One-handed catch, too. That's a huge catch. That is a huge catch there by Nielsen. And, Shatish. Unfortunately, brother, you got to wait for me to commentate. I didn't see it, luckily enough. But Shatish, we'll have to see in 5 minutes, bro. You got to wait for me to commentate it. Because some people use my stream to actually watch the game and listen to the game because they don't have the ability to watch the game. So you've got to wait until you hear me commentate it. But you are right. Nielsen is gone. That's a huge catch with the one hand as well. The Sixers are in this game. Nielsen has gone. What a one-handed grab there, son. Huge one-handed grab. Stick around, though, Tej. I know it was just a harmless mistake, bro. But it's just we do have the rules on the channel because of guys like Shauno who aren't able to watch, but they are listening and see in the chat. Voice of an angel. A beautiful angel. Thank you, Jay. I almost missed it gone. You got it gone. So Luke Wood, next at bat. 6 for 123. Required run rate is 7.16. They're at 8.29. I said for a long time, I don't care about the run rate. I think they've got it. I think they're fine with the runs. I just think it's the wickets they're going to be worried about. Strikers still slightly ahead with Overton there, but geez, Adelaide doing a Hobart and making this harder on themselves. Yeah, this is what I've been saying. I still think the Strikers should win, but their batting depth is not good. The Sixers have to win this game, though. They can't be 0-2. Because that Thunder game is not going to be an easy one on Saturday. If they lose that, they go 0-3. Their season's done. Required run rate 8.29. So required run rate is 7.16. Their run rate is 8.29. Wood on strike and top ball. This is going to come right down to the final few balls, man. This will come down. Englishman, the only keeping the Strikers afloat. Stop it, Jacko. Let me deal with you tomorrow, all right? Let me just slap you down with your Englishman tomorrow. Whereas the Sixers can still make the top 4, but if they lose this one, a top 2 spot will be hard to clinch. I'm saying if they lose this one, the Thunder run an easy game. That's 0-3. I think their season's pretty much done. I know it's not technically done, but I think it's pretty much done if you go 0-3. Jeez, what a grab there. 2 for 17 in that power surge, by the way. All right, so they're at pretty much the exact same rate. 6 for 123 for the Strikers. The Sixers were 6 for 124. Sixers was still in front. 6 for 124 was where the Sixers were. Strikers are 6 for 123. All right, Chauhan comes in. I think this is a good selection. 5 overs to go. 37 runs needed off 31 balls. What? Are you behind, Brenton? No, 37 runs off 30 balls. I was confused by the 31 balls there. All right, next ball. And that's going to be a single. Maybe they go for 2. No, they'll just go to single. 36 runs from 29 balls. This is interesting, man. BBL season's actually really starting to pull through with some really close games. By the way, guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're here every single day for the cricket. Every single day for all the BBL and the Ashes. Tomorrow we get to slap down Jacko and his Englishman. I love bowling, man. I love the Ashes when it's bowling because the wickets are just so huge, and we get real loud in the stream in the chat when there's a wicket. I think that's a no run. 36 runs from 28 balls. Maybe that run count does start to get a bit cheeky here. 36 runs and 28 balls. But it is because their depth is not good in the batting. They've got good bowlers, but their batters just don't have it in them really. And that's going to be a no-run bowling Chauhan. 1 run off of the over so far. Dude, how good's this bowling? 11 runs off 2.3 overs and 1 wicket. That's massive. He's had a phenomenal game here, Chauhan. Where's Chauhan from? He looks maybe like Bangladeshi. And that's up in the air. Oh, but that's going to go for 4. Good shot by Wood. 32 runs from 26 balls. I'll give a look. Chauhan. What was his first name? J for Chauhan. I put in Jehan Chauhan. Jafar Chauhan. He is from... Oh, he's from the UK. He's Pakistani. He's Pakistani, but from the UK. And that's more runs. That could be 4. No, that's going to be 2 for Wood. So Wood's coming in doing well. So it's 6 for 130. Huge. Bit of backyard cricket or some good bowling is needed. 29 runs and 25 balls. Okay, hit by bit. I'll click on go live. And see if that can speed it up. Okay. So hopefully we're on now. 28 runs and 24 balls. I think I just put it back by that point, about 2 seconds. I think you've screwed us here, Jacko. I think you might have just screwed us. Either way, we're not too far behind. Are you actually watching the ball now? Because I'm live, but I'm still waiting for the bowl to actually happen for the final 4 overs. All right, so Dwarshoes comes back on. He's got 31 runs through 3 overs, and he's got 1 wicket. I don't know if this is the answer. He's going to give up a few runs. I do want the Sixers to get a couple of wickets just to make this really interesting. I don't care who wins, but I'd love to see the Sixers make this extremely tight and send it to the final over. I feel like if the Strikers lose this game, their odds will diminish significantly for the season because this would be a game they threw away. Okay, Overton on strike. And that's going to be a single, maybe 2. There's 2 there. No, they go for the single. 27 runs, 23 balls. Brad says, if we lose this, comes from the failure of our marquee signing And the obvious collapse from 94 to 2 to 101 to 5. Yeah, your marquee sign. Are you talking about Sixers? Your marquee signing has been poor. I think that from here a win is actually a miracle. But yeah, I feel like you went too hard down the marketing ploy rather than the actual quality ploy. Next ball, up in the air. Ooh. No run. 27 runs, 22 balls. Oh, trying to crack the back. Interesting finish. Who does Starkey play for? He's not Sixers, is he? I think he might be. I think Mitchell Starkey is actually along with the Sixers, no? Up in the air, and it'll go for a single, maybe 2. Yeah, they'll get 2 out of that. So Mark Wood on 9, 6 for 135. Not Mark Wood. Wood on 9. Strikers in 25 runs and 21 balls. Mark Wood. It's Luke Wood. Too many Englishmen here. Yeah, still the Sixers. Jeez, they've got a stacked team in the finals. Steve Smith come back. Mitchell Stark come back. They've got a stacked team, dude. Dwarsh is so inconsistent. Yeah, like he'll get those 3 runs given up. He'll probably give up a 4 or a 6 now, or a wide. And no, pretty good. I'm sure he'll get a wide or a 4/6 by the end of this over though. 25 runs and 20 balls. That's no run. He can bowl well, but he can also bowl absolute sitters. Sam Cohen comes into the Sixers lineup as well, and also without Sean Abbott as well, yeah. But they could be 0-2 after today. Up in the air. Good shot, but it'll only be a single. 24 runs for 19 balls. It's getting sneaky. A 6 would low-key end it. Not necessarily, but pretty much. Pretty much. 24 runs from 19 balls. A 6 would make it 18 runs from 18 balls. 4 wickets. You'd probably expect the Sixers to be done over there. Yeah, Sean Abbott will help heaps. But if they go 0-2 and if they lost to the Thunder and went 0-3, I do believe their season would be pretty close to done. So Dwarf shoots one final ball here of the over. Yeah, you're able to message National TC. It's only for 5 minutes, bro. We just have a rule. You got to wait for me to commentate, and it's 5 minutes time out if you say it too early. You're able to commentate now, bro. Don't worry. Next bolt. Up in the air. Good shot. Massive shot. That's a 4. 4 Overton. 20 runs, 18 balls. Looking pretty tough for the Sixers from here, man. They're going to need some absolutely beautiful bowling. But what did I say? Dwarshus will give up 4, 6 or a wide by the end of the over, and he gives up a 4. He gives up a 4, 20 runs, 18 balls. Big old yikes now, son. Big old yikes for the Sixers. I will say it's pretty evident that the BBL's crowds are well and truly down when the Sixers are struggling for crowds, even though it's a Wednesday. Yeah, now the Strikers have taken the lead. They're 6 for 140 when the Sixers were 6 for 138. But again, close. Again, close. They're not over the line yet. This is exactly where the Sixers were, just 2 runs behind. No need to shout. What did I do? What do you mean no need to shout? And that'll be a single. So 19 runs from 17 balls. Please no swearing on no. Have I missed it? I can't see a comment. I can't see something. Oh, Deraz says, this guy, those comments didn't get shown to me. I had to refresh the live chat. This guy is so dumb. Why bowl short? And that'll be a single there. 18 runs from 16 balls. Please no swearing. Santa is watching. I hate this guy sometimes. Durad's not happy. Not happy. Not happy chabby. Eight runs and 16 balls. Up in the air. Oh, that was an outside edge. That's going to go away for at least 2. I think that's going to go for 4. No, it's going to be surely 3 here. Surely you can get 3 out of that. Yep, they will. They'll get 3 there. So 15 runs from 15 balls. You're going to need a miracle hit from here, Sixers. Yeah, be passionate with your inside, boys. Yeah, outside edge. Goes past the wiki. By the way, I have not seen Babara's arm in the field all day. Yeah, he's fine. It's not going to be a 4. All right, 15 runs and 15 balls. Next ball. Knocked in behind for at least 2. Just the 2. 25. Strikers' last one to the SCG was actually in December 2017. So Overton on 25. Last Strikers win here was 2017. Well, look, Sean, he hasn't given me a Bulldogs premiership. I've been asking for the past 15 years. Look, it's not looking very likely. And that's going to be a single here. So they're just kind of getting through the end here. You would need some big wickets now. Strikers need 12 runs. A boundary would finish this. A boundary makes it completely over. It's looking extremely unlikely, but a boundary definitely ends the game. Chauhan, next ball. And a single for Wood, maybe 2, just a single. 1, 2, 9 off the over there. Yikes. 11 runs, 12 balls. Can't be going 9 off the over in a peak situation like that. Yet to be a genuine close game yet. No, yesterday was a close game. Yeah, yet to be like a pulsating last, close game. But yesterday was the closest game. This hasn't been a massively close game. It's been interesting, but it's not been massively close. It's still been Strikers confidently throughout, but Sixers with a sniff. The Heat gave it a crack, but it wasn't close. And the Perth Scorchers game, that wasn't that fantastic. But yesterday was close, and this was close enough. Eleven runs, 12 balls. But again, there's still 12 balls remaining here. It could still be close if they get a wicket. We all know 1 wicket can bring 2 or 3. Big inside edge. They will go for a run. They don't get the hit on the start. It'll be 10 runs for 11 balls. Yeah, this is a Sydney home game. Yeah. This is the SCG, Brenton. They're 2 overs behind. Wow. Moses is going to have to bring up a fielder here. Yeah, you want to finish it this over. You don't want to have to rely upon that last over. Perry. Dot ball. Huge for the Sixers. 10 runs, 10 balls. They need those dot balls there. Ten runs, 10 balls. Yeah, they're going to have to bring them up. Mid-over. So I wonder what their field selection is now. Yeah, it used to be the end of the over. Now it's actually mid-over. Okay, next ball. Up in the air. Oh, that was make or break. He went for the catch. He didn't get the catch. It ended up being a 4. That should be the game there. 6 runs from 9 balls. If he catches that, it's probably game on. But because he hasn't caught that, he's gone for the risk to get the biscuit play. You have to. If he gets that catch, that's game on. But because he can't get that catch, it's a boundary, and that probably is it. I don't hate the aggression with it, though. I don't hate the attempt. Bellion says, the who will win poll is a disgrace to us chatters. Clueless. Bellion, brother, have a think about why you think that poll is like that. Have a think about why you think that the Sydney Sixers are at 83% of that poll. There's a reason. It's not because people actually genuinely thought they were going to win. Even though I thought the Sixers were going to win. I did. I thought the Sixers had a good shout. I wouldn't have said 83%, though. I probably would have gone the 55-45 or probably 60-40 because the Strikers' batting lineup doesn't have a huge depth. So I got it wrong, but 83% is wild. But if you think about why Belly On, you'll know why that is like that. Did he have it and popped out? I don't know, but it was an incredibly tough ball to catch. 6 runs from 8 balls here. Overton on strike. Up in the air and caught. Okay, well, sniff. Sniff. Is there a twist in this game? 7-154. Is there a sniff here for the Sixers? 6 needed from 7 balls. 5 runs for a super over, but 6 runs from 7 balls is needed. They just can't get away. They can't finish the game off right now, the Strikers. If they get a 6, though, they've won the game. But if they go for a 6 and they don't get a hold of it and they get a catch for the Sixers, well, then it's 8 for 134. And they've only got a couple wickets remaining. Cheeky little sniff here for the Sixers. I don't know if they want to win the game here, Daz, mate. Trying to figure out if they want to win. It doesn't look like they want to win here, the Strikers. Yeah, the Strikers aren't happy with this because they know they should have won this game probably a while ago. I don't know if this will probably be a win for the Strikers, but it's not like an impressive win in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's wins and bombs for you. Strikers need 6 runs from 7 balls. Hassan on strike. And that's going to be a single. So 5 runs needed from the last 6 balls. They should get it, but they've made it really difficult for themselves. Really difficult. Jordan Purcell, mate, you've been here for like 5 years on this channel. What do you mean, where are you from? Mitchell says, why take 3 imports that aren't full-time batters? It's interesting. But 5 runs and 6 balls. The Strikers should get this job done. Perry, he's done for the day. So the final over is going to be Kerr. 1 from 18. Strikers have not won the SCG since 2017. There's no way they get this win. You would have to be the biggest melons ever to lose this game from here. Going to round 4, Zoo not dominating but comfortably winning all 3 rounds. Zoo, that's always kind of be him. Zoo been working the body and the other guys starting to feel it. Okay, so Zoo will win. They would know that it's an organised fight. They know what they're doing in boxing. Five runs to win from 6 balls. Up in the air. Huge up in the air. This should be caught. This should be caught. Oh, it's a little bit too far. Dude, that was game on if he got that. They're going to get 3 runs. Oh, he's out. Oh, my gosh. He's out in the run out. I think he's out. I think he's out in the run out here. I think he's out in the run out here. This is going to be tricky, but Hassan could be out. This will be close. Oh, the catch was just a little bit out of the reach of the fielder. They'll get 2 for sure. I think he's going to be out. Oh, he's gone. He'll be gone. Oh, dude, that's actually 50-50. Oh, I think he'll be safe. I don't think it touches. Oh, dude, that's actually heartbreaking for the Sixers. Here we go. It's simultaneous, but they get there. He gets there. Hassan is safe, but that's crazy close. Yeah, the batter is grounded. That's so unlucky. No way you take 3. How greedy can you get, Mitchell says. Well, I thought he was gone. I think everyone thought he was out there. As in, like, with the catch. But obviously, it was just a little bit too far out of the fielder's hands. So 2 runs needed from 5 balls, and that realistically should be the game. But that is so close. If that was, like, my team, geez, I'd be fuming. Not at my own team. I'd just be fuming at how close it was. Yeah, that's game there, Daz. That 3-0 should be game. 2 to win for the Strikers. 5 balls to go. Up in the air. That should be gone. That should be gone. No one's there. Okay, well, that's the game there, ladies and gentlemen. The Adelaide Strikers, that's all she wrote. They will win by 3 wickets. They made it very tough for themselves. And the Sixers will lose to the Strikers for the first time at the SCG since 2017. And the Sixers will go to 0-2. Really frustrating times there for the Sydney Sixers. It just hasn't been working out for them in this opening 2 games. But yeah, they probably need to readjust. I'd probably put Josh Philippi opening alongside Daniel Hughes. I would put Bubba Razam into 3. I don't think I could have him open as we currently speak. And yeah, look, a few changes are needed. Obviously, they've got a couple of players out. They'll have to wait for the internationals to come in later on in the season. But for the time being, struggle City, and they play their biggest rivals in the Sydney Thunder on Saturday in the Sydney Smash. And the Thunder didn't look too bad yesterday. And we will see the Thunder. Actually, no, that is their next game, the Thunder. They don't play a game in between. Tomorrow, we'll be live for the Ashes, guys. The Ashes between Australia and England from 11:30 my time. So that's 10:30 p.m. Melbourne, Sydney, 10:30 a.m. Melbourne, Sydney, 9:30 a.m. Queensland, 10 a.m. obviously in Adelaide. Not sure for you guys in Perth. And if it's 11:30 for me, that'll be 11:30 p.m. for you guys in England. So we'll live that, and then we'll be straight into the Melbourne Stars versus the Hobart Hurricanes game. Before Friday, we will have the Ashes into the Brisbane Heat versus the Scorchers game. So, look, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Long day. I'm gonna have a good sleep right now, mate. I've been live for literally 12 hours, so I need to have a rest before we have another big day of cricket tomorrow. Obviously, hit that like button, subscribe for new around here. I appreciate you guys as always, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.